member on our website, overtake.gg.
Premium members enjoy extra benefits such as an ad-free browsing experience, special community deals, discounts, and OverTake Turbo, which provides setups, coaching, and one free esports setup per month powered by Track Titan.
Another cool feature are community reviews, so you can have a chance to contribute and share your opinion on not yet released hardware or games.
Join as a premium member on overtake.gg for just €1 a month. Hey guys, good evening. Welcome to this live stream here today. Automobilista 2 crowd, welcome. We'll have a nice special event today with some nice 2005 action. GT1 and LMP prototypes from 21 years ago. Where were you 20 years ago? What were you doing? I don't quite remember even, like 2005. I was 16, yeah, I was still in school. I made my school basically in the year 2007, so that's where I were, still in school. So far from Sebring, far from this, but yeah, nice. Yeah, AMS2 really like this combination with this like latest DLC pack that they had is really nice. The GT1 pack, I think that was from last year, October, November, around that time, when they released the GT1 pack. and 2005 pack. Yeah, we have a 2-hour race actually today. We have quite a long qualifying now, so if you are slowly arriving, you're still good to go. You don't miss the action in the next 45 minutes because we have a long qualifying still, long quali session, and then 120 minutes of racing action. And yeah, you can already see in game that we have the practice server running already, and we have Alexis, for example, here as well, our video team, Yannick and Sven, also from the OverTake team. So we're all together in the Discord, and yeah, I will get to the others in a second. So yeah, maybe I will also show you some of the cars first, but let's go to the others first here. Okay, we are back in Discord. Hello, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen. We have Alexis. Hi, Alexis. Good evening.
Hello. I have no idea how I ended up here, but hello.
You are even in P1. Wow. In the LMP
let's
cars.
just ignore that. Move on to Yannick.
Okay, okay,
Yannick.
okay.
Let's just ignore this.
Is Yannick already here? I think Yannick is doing
No,
his.
I don't think so.
He's on Twitch. So we are also on Twitch today. We have a broadcast, an actual broadcast from this like TV kind of perspective. And we have Yannick's POV in VR. So don't miss that. He's in the video description. Both of the Twitch channels. So ideally you need 3 devices. A TV. TV with the with the YouTube stream. Then 2 phones, maybe. I don't know how you were able to do that, but at least watching 2 POVs or 2 streams could be possible. And then we also have Sven. Hey, Sven.
Hello.
You might know him from our little Qatar 6-hour adventure.
No, that
No?
didn't happen.
That didn't
I don't
happen.
know what you're talking about.
I'm back
So,
by the way as well.
hi,
So,
Yannick.
hello YouTube.
Hello, Twitch. Greetings from the YouTube side. And yeah, so 2 of us are GT1 pilots and 2 of us are LMP pilots today. That's great.
Yeah, it's actually a nice split now. I think for quite a while before the event got going, I was the only OverTake staff in an LMP1, but Alexis changed her mind. So here we are with the 50-50 split. This is
Yeah.
gonna be cool, I hope.
Yeah, it's cool. And talking about splits, X-Driver pointed out you need ultra wide for 4 view or a 3 view, or maybe your triple screen setup. Yeah, having one stream in the middle and the 2 others on the side. But yeah, let's check the different cars. Yannick probably knows, and Alexis probably knows the. Yeah, don't want to talk you down, Sven, but I don't know if you are the expert for 2005 LMP and GT1.
Oh no, absolutely not. Especially not in a room with those 2 here.
Yannick, what can you tell me about the Courage? That's maybe the most... The car that maybe the least people know about.
Yeah, probably. It was a private kind of effort in LMP1, like we had in like the later years of later LMP1. Sometimes with bike collar stuff, I think was one, which was actually able to take the fight to the Audis and whatnot in 2005. That's kind of reflected here as well, I feel, because they are easily, over the course of 1 lap anyway, the fastest prototype of the 3, I think. Which kind of matches the real life thing, if I remember correctly. Like Le Mans qualifying, they were pretty much a league above the rest. They didn't kind of do all that well in the race, if I remember correctly. So Audi won that again. So yeah, very interesting car. Same for the Dallara, really. Yeah, let's not do too much right now.
Yeah, I'm right now watching Alexis here in the Courage. A nice single-seater open cockpit. This era, kinda. Do you know why they chose to close the cockpits?
I think that was due to safety reasons.
Safety, yeah.
For one, and 2, you have the aerodynamic reasons, obviously. So that is just, it just ducks into the wind, into the slipstream a bit better, really.
Yeah.
The issue was, of course, back then driver swaps. Still, there was no mandatory pit time or anything like that. So if you could gain any time in the pits with driver swaps, this is why they're right-hand drive too. You could just gain an advantage that way. So they just kept the roof off, and there you go.
Yeah, makes sense. And
One thing we should probably point out regarding this event as well is that there will be no driver swaps today. 2 hours around Sebring, one of the more difficult circuits, I'd say, in Automobilista 2. Maybe not in terms of layout, but, and I'm not sure whether you're still with me, Michael, or not, but the bumps around Sebring, as many of you will know, are absolutely horrendous, especially with these cars, considering suspension is going to be very painful to deal with, not just for the LMP ones that are not as advanced as, say, the later stage of LMP or Le Mans prototypes in general, but also the GT ones, which Michelin Swen went for.
yeah, it's
indeed.
quite bumpy. Yeah.
Yep, especially if you understeer into a wall first opportunity you get.
The
these things also need some warming up.
the race will start in like 50 minutes. 50 minutes, I would say, because we have 45 minutes of qualifying, and the practice is almost over, as you can see in the top left. I don't know if Overtake Race Club is already live. They're probably not. They will most likely start the live stream. Do they do the live stream today, Yannick? Do you know?
That was my my last bit of info, so there should be a broadcast, I hope. But if not, we'll do our best to cover all our bases here. Give you an LMP1 and a GT1 perspective.
Yeah. Oh, the screaming Audi. What are we talking about in terms of engine? What did the Audi have? A V8? It was the pre TDI?
It's a V10 actually.
V10
Yeah.
even, yeah.
Or was it a V8? Might be. The other two definitely
game,
have.
I think it was a V8. I know I'm in a V10. I know the Dallara is a V10 as well, though the Audi might be a V8. Again, according to the game, I'm not sure whether that's just me.
Oh, no, you're right. It's, I think it was a V8 bi-turbo, twin turbo, whatever you want to call it. The other two were naturally aspirated V10.
With that, chaps, I'll be right back. I suggest you might want to explore the lovely era of GT1, especially considering that is arguably some of the more popular content in Amos 2, isn't it?
Yes, indeed. Anyone who's played GTR2 will probably feel right at home in these. I mean, there are a few that weren't around in GTR2 as vanilla content, just because that was 2003, 2004 seasons. So the Aston Martin, for instance, wasn't released, if you will. It debuted in 05, so that's a bit of a difference. But yeah, in general, that type of car is just spectacular. And I would love to drive one of those too, but I can only do one, so I picked a prototype.
And for GT1, we have, I think, Aston Martin, Lamborghini Diablo, Corvette C5, Viper.
Pretty sure it's a Murcielago, actually.
Yeah, Murcielago. And yeah, Maserati. That's, I think, the cars for... Yeah, so all of the cars are insane, actually. You can choose between a violent V12 or a big V8, yeah. Or V10 in the case of the Viper.
True, yeah. No turbos, no driver aids or anything. Manual sequential gearboxes, so what's not to love, really?
Yeah. So there was the Viper. This Murcielago. The Murcielago you only get access to with the Lamborghini Dream Pack, right?
Yeah, part 2, that is.
Yeah.
The others are in the Historic Endurance Pack part 1.
Yep.
By the way, Twitch chat, let me know if audio levels are fine. They should be, but you never know. So if there's any issue, let me know.
Green LEDs on the throttle. Are you running VR, Yannick?
No.
No, okay.
I would have loved to, but since people in the event thread were pretty vocal about Sebring being a very FPS-heavy track, which isn't an issue for me at all on the monitor, I'm streaming from the same PC, so I didn't want to risk it, really. So that's why I chose the monitor way.
And yeah, in LMP1, for the Dallara, you have also 2 engine choices, right?
I think you're mixing that up with the LMP2 Lola.
Yeah, okay.
That has a naturally aspirated and a turbo version, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
But the Dallara is a Judd V10 as well. Same engine as the Courage, I believe.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, we are moving to the next session here.
Yes. Because everyone was just waiting for me to complete a lap, I guess.
Good job, Yannick.
Thank you.
Okay, yeah, this is, by the way, a special event in the OverTake Racing Club. You can find also the link to the event in the video description, and you will also find, yeah, if you go on OverTake on desktop, you will see the event tab right at the top right. And on mobile, I think you have to scroll down a little bit under the news section, and you will see the events there. But yeah, AMS2 is a regular here.
Yes, it's a staple on Saturday evenings, really. It's become one, anyway. And we've had some really cool and fun events over the last few months here, really. I fondly remember two 25-minute sprints in an IndyCar of 1995 at Cleveland, for instance, which was super fun. And the guys just come up.
Mania events. It was great.
Yeah.
We're still using the cardboard, by the way.
Guys,
I might need to.
Can I use as many tires as I want now? Yeah.
Yeah, this isn't LMU kind of restrictive yet. I'm pretty sure Riza mentioned that they're working on something like this as an option.
So many green cars. Oh my goodness me. Oh, Angus is also here.
Yeah,
Nice.
true, yeah. I didn't actually. I noticed. I completely forgot to install any sort of skin pack, because there are a few great ones on OverTake that have skins from around that time of sports car racing.
I tried to find
yeah.
a complete GT1 pack, but it seemingly is not there yet.
Yeah.
I think I found one for GT1, but it didn't install properly for me, because I think most GT1s on my screen, at least, are still using generic liveries. For instance, Michel, on my screen, you are very much promoting an indistinguishable team somehow supported by Michelin. Whereas I'd assume that's not the right livery for you.
What do I promote?
What? Not the usual Michel tires that we were running in any other event.
I'm driving a matte black car. There's nothing on it. But I run the standard livery, so maybe you installed something?
The thing is, I assumed I did. Yeah, it's a bit confusing, in all honesty. Found a great package found a great pack for the LMP1s, though, which is pretty neat. Quite a few iconic liveries in there, as well as that generation of women's racing seems to be a soft spot for a lot of people, I find, which, I mean, kudos to Reza for picking this specific generation, which is one of their upsides, I find, like taking specific eras of racing and implementing them into their game, recognizing that it will hit a soft spot for people, whether it be because of nostalgia or just that it's a form of racing that's sort of kind of been lost. It's a conversation that me and Yannick have been having recently, especially when we were racing late 70s F1 cars the other day. As part of the OverTake Race Club, which would have been around Silverstone, wasn't it?
It was, yes, where I got stuck in a very nice looking meadow in race 1, lap 1. But yeah, that conversation took place there. Oh, X-Driver on the Twitch chat as well. 4060 looks nice. It's a nice step up from the 1080p. Yeah. It's on Twitch you're a bit limited here, I think. But I think it should look pretty neat, I hope, anyway. Because, you know, the limiting factor here is bitrate and not resolution, I think. Or I'm pretty sure Twitch does scale that down somewhat. Maybe, but...
I just have to change my audio. Why is the car so loud? My goodness me. Can't hear any one of you, and I guess the chat can also not hear you. But wait a second.
It's because you're running a big old naturally aspirated engine.
Yeah,
to say, choosing the Maserati and wondering about noise.
Yeah, so the thing is with AMS2, the sound level between cars is so different. You can check audio with one car and then you drive another one and it's like 50% louder. That's a bit weird.
That might be true to how they actually are, though I'm not absolutely sure about that.
Yeah.
Could be.
Yeah,
I mean,
of course.
I've heard the Maserati in real life. It's a loud boy. Holy.
Some cars are louder than others. That's for sure.
Definitely.
Okay, let's see if we can
I
now
always felt
hear.
the Viper was a bit quieter than the rest, even though it has a huge.
Yeah, the Viper is
50
quite
million liter
but
engine.
really crunchy.
Yeah, rumbly.
Yeah, chat, let me know if you can hear the others kind of okay-ish. So let's just get on with your conversation. And Alexis, what was that with the livery?
It looked as though you were promoting I mean, I'm not sure whether I'm supposed to name them or not. It looked as though you were promoting a French tire brand that may or may not have caused a bit of a scandal at the 2005 US Grand Prix.
For me,
including a very dark, deep dark blue livery, though I suppose that would be because of the skin pack I installed.
I'm in a matte black Maserati. It's pitch black. It has no advertisement on it. It's basically the Darth
So you
Vader
have-
car.
So you have invisibility mode once night falls around here, I guess.
Yeah. I will turn off the headlights and then no one will see me. I will pull off the Takumi Fujiwara move. Just shutting down the lights, then overtake, and then I disappear. That's my strategy. Sven, as my fellow GT1 driver, what have you figured out in terms of strategy?
I try to save fuel, but I have not run any test run. So I will figure it out on the go.
Okay. It's not an easy one, actually, to feel safe.
Yeah, exactly. And especially since I changed cars today, I'm, just jumping into the cold water.
Yeah, sorry, simracing. I forgot to change the scene again after fixing the sound levels. But here we are, back in the cockpit. Am I the only Maserati, really?
That's surprising.
It's the best car. At least
I mean,
for
it
me.
literally was the best car of the era. It was so good that they had to nerf it.
Is this the part of the conversation where we just rattle off old GT1 drivers like Michael Bartels, Timo Scheider? I'm pretty sure Carl Wendlinger would have driven a few of these as well. I'm not
yeah.
sure though. I'm not
Yeah, he
too
did.
familiar with this generation of endurance racing. It's not my forte, to be honest, but it looks incredible just in terms of aesthetics, the vibes. I can see why people adore this era of endurance racing.
Absolutely.
My
yeah.
fondest memory of this time is I had an RC car of the Porsche 911 GT1, which ran actually 30 kph in real life
Nice.
20 years ago. That was much fun for little Sven.
Have you all seen the mess today at the Nordschleife?
Just that they
Snow?
didn't race because snow.
Yeah. NLS 1 didn't happen due to the snow.
To be fair, that's not the first time that happened. I think about 20 years ago they had to cancel the first or the second round of NLS because of snow. And I do remember a Formula 3000 race, getting canceled for similar reasons. And there's actually footage out there on YouTube of that specific race getting canceled because of snow being a bit of a problem. And you can see German F1 TV expert Christian Danne, who went on to win that inaugural F3000 championship, building a snowman. Or snowman, excuse me. It's not the plural. I think there was only one. Having snow fights or snowball fights with his competitors. Good stuff.
Because what else are we gonna do, right? If that happens, might as well.
Ski competition.
Fair, yeah. There would be mountains in the Eifel, so.
I mean, rallying might have worked around, the Green
True.
Hell if nothing else.
Is the potential best delta for you also broken?
Yeah. Somehow doesn't show, at least in SimHub. I don't think
It
I
should-
have it in the HUD.
It shows 153
on.
as a potential best.
My
Okay.
native shows the right. I have a potential of 158. But I had this in a offline session, I think, and it was actually taking times from the LMP1s.
Ah, maybe it's that, yeah.
Because you do like 151, 150s in these.
Yeah,
If
but
you
not
have
in the
not
one.
set yet a time, this could be this.
Yeah, I need to, after this quali stint here, I need to put up my current lap time in the HUD as well, so you can follow along. Right now, my current best was a 151.196, which is provisional pole right now. But there's some more time to be found here, I'm sure.
Yeah, we have
Are
a...
you also in the Courage, by the way?
I am in the Dallara. Just because underdog.
We have a good chunk of time to
Yeah.
increase our lap times.
I'm 1 second off my personal best. Really quick grid here today.
Okay, that was my first run. Let's see. Alexis is not streaming.
No, I am not, and I would be terrible at it. Not only because I do lack the proper equipment to do so, but also because that would force me to talk more, and then I'd probably just hit the wall on and on, again and again.
Okay, first so far, but it's very close. There are Mike and Afreak and Red the Lion and all very
Tap
close.
the wall out of final turn. Damn it.
Guys,
I
next,
wanted it a bit too much there.
just to warn you already, work-wise, next week I will go to the doctor. I have horrible back pain. Yeah, it just keeps worse and worse, keeps getting worse and worse. So I really have to take care of this. I feel like.
I mean, what a time to race at Sebring then, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not an emotion rig, so it's fine.
That might have put a few things back into place otherwise. Might have been worth a try.
Forgot the chiropractor, just race some beautiful Maseratis around this for an hour or two, and you'll be right back to proper peak health.
I saved a week worth of knee pain just for this race. I can't walk tomorrow probably.
That's commitment.
Yeah, the seat is not the problem. It's not coming from sim racing, that's for sure.
Just getting old.
Maybe I was riding my mountain bike a bit too aggressively down the trials.
I always find interesting about these LMP1s is that they look so much faster than they actually were. Like I'm in the slipstream, I'm barely doing above 280 down the back straight here. You would think they would go like 320 at least or so, but that's not actually the case.
To be fair, I think it's an old debate about race cars, isn't it? Like, especially with, say, the last generation of F1 cars from 2022 to 2025. They were incredibly quick, but they often didn't look as fast as they were, especially on television because of the size and how chunky they were. Whereas these cars, not only do they look beautiful, they look very... I mean, please disagree with me if you look at it up like differently, but they do look rather nimble, so maybe that helps a bit. And they do look like a handful as well, which might add to the vibes and such.
Yeah, probably. I mean, they were very light, I think, but not super duper powerful, so I think that might be the reason for this too. Alright, okay.
What are modern GT3 times here on Sebring, by the way?
Oof. Question actually.
Around the 2-minute mark too.
Oh! Interesting.
At least it was in iRacing the last time I looked.
It's pretty similar to this.
Yeah, it would make sense too, I think, because tire development has done quite some progress in the last 20 years. Current GT3s have much more aero, right? They have driver aids, so that kind of tracks, I guess.
It's quite interesting how the LMP1 is not really that much faster. Are we private, by the way, or can we hit each other?
I think we can. If it was private, you wouldn't see anyone else, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I saw in
Test
practice
it
we
for
had
the
this
team.
ghost mode, kind of. These are so nice to drive and communicative.
Oh wow.
So,
Made
with
up
about-
8/10, but just one position.
With about half an hour to go, somehow I've ended up in first for now. Yannick is in second. Revsum is in third ahead of Pavlina Drinova. That's how I will try to pronounce that name. Apologies if I just butchered that. Steve Legal in fifth. Blood Redmond in sixth ahead of the almighty Snark, Andre Hildebrand, and F2020 in P9, rounding out the LMP1s. Red Valiant in P10, first in the GT1 class ahead of our buddy Michel. Mike Patmore behind him, Rocket Ron, Vankers, which I suppose that's Sven, right?
That's correct.
Lovely. A-Freak behind, Christopher E, Angus Martin, Punkland, hashtag 2483, I never get tired of saying that name, Scott Deacon, and Dit in 20th.
I think that might be Punk Ian, actually. Pretty sure the guy is called Ian, so that would track, if that's his nickname. I'm not 100% on that right now, but kind of
Should ask him, probably, at some stage, not now.
Yeah, there is an Ian who does AMS2 events in the racing club fairly regularly. By the way, have we talked about how you can join these on stream already?
I touched on
Otherwise,
it,
I was
yeah.
gonna point you to that, Yannick, but I do appreciate,
Okay.
I do appreciate you thinking of the bit.
Yeah. So, how about some chilling here? Why not? So, if you want in on this action, the Racing Club is open for premium members of OverTake. That is just €1 per month if you choose the yearly option, so very, very affordable, I'd say. And that gets you access to all of these cool events. We have, on most weekdays there are events across multiple sims, but that's of course not the only benefit you get. You get to participate in cool giveaways that are open to premium members, special discounts for premium members. We have the OverTake community review program where you can apply to review a product, get sent said product, review it, and then keep it, so free gear, isn't that cool? And a bunch more that you can see in the community benefits tab on the website.
I don't want free gear,
in
Yannick.
case- Okay, well, cool. just go and pay for all the
I have
items.
enough expensive gear.
True.
I have all I need.
That's gatekeeping 101 right there.
I thought it was just terrible advertising. You should have just said, "Oh yeah, I could do with some of those, please."
Well, yeah, if you're looking to join us here, definitely consider that. That also has the nice little benefit that you support OverTake with this, so we can host these and bring you all the news and videos and whatnot. All the good stuff that we do on the website, on YouTube, on social media.
Yeah, the car is a GT1. It's the Maserati GT1. That's really good. I love it. Let's actually see it from the outside view. Can I? I can't show it really because no one else is driving it. I'm the only one. Can I watch a replay of my driving? No, I can't, right?
Don't think you can, no.
But I can. I can see it like this. Yeah, now we see it a little bit at
Today
least.
I learned what a mess it is to watch ghost laps.
The ghost laps.
Yeah, from faster drivers in time trial mode. You have no gear indication, no basic telemetry whatsoever. You have to look from the outside if the car's braking or not.
The HUD is not AMS2s, it's race laps. But it looks a bit like iRacing, yeah.
We can argue though that that's because iRacing sort of kind of took the way it looks from Race Labs and not the other way around, right?
Okay, let's get another run. Oh, Sven is
Can you
real fast.
Join me in the first lane.
In the first what?
In the first lane.
Yeah, you are super fast. I will probably not get that level.
Yeah, but that was a really lucky lap. It was 7/10 faster than I was this day. Overall.
To be fair, it would be pretty cool if you managed to get, you know, all 4 overtake cars into their respective front rows, 2 in the GT1 class and 2 in the LMP1 class, because right now we're not too far from that.
Just to be very good hosts.
Yes.
Yeah, I need at least a 57 as well. Would be nice. Yeah, Fabs, you should try it. It's especially this combo is, I love it really. It's so good. Also, the standard setups are good, which is a rare case in sim racing. I just lowered.
And single player is real fun.
Yeah.
A few weeks ago, I tried the setup what we are racing today for a 20 lap race, and it was really good.
Yeah. I also practiced just with AI here for this event, so I ran a multi-class event with the same combo. You can set that up properly, and the AI was really good. They sometimes have some spots on the track where you feel like they might not use the same physics as the player because they can pull off certain braking actions that are not really doable for you. It's a bit strange, but overall it works like a charm.
Yeah, I like how they make mistakes too.
It's quality.
Not that rare to catch them, you know, locking up on the braking stuff. You just run into a cloud of smoke.
Did you experience too that it was easy the first laps to catch up with the LMP ones because they were so in a bunch they couldn't move faster?
Yeah, it was an interesting AI experience, really, pace-wise. So in some attempts, they seem to be super fast, and then in the next one they were a bit slower with the same AI strength. But it's because they vary maybe sometimes.
Right, chaps, I'll be right back, and then we're into the final 20-ish minutes or so of qualifying, and possibly a bit of a fight for a pole position between me and Yannick, which should be spicy, I suppose. Also, Yannick, for the record, on my screen, you are representing Lister Storm
That
for some
tracks.
reason.
I always loved the team. That's probably because they did have an LMP1 at some point in the early 2000s.
Yeah,
The
but
Lister
would
Storm LMP, but it wasn't very good.
Would they have run the Dallara chassis? Like,
No, it was their own car.
so that's essentially just there for the sake of having them represented, despite the fact that the chassis is
Yeah,
not there.
basically.
Alright, gotcha. Be right back. Great lap. Maybe I can catch up. I doubt it, but we'll see.
That's very close on the timing, on the timing sheet though. 0.086 of a second is between us. There's a lot of Audis out there, damn. We have 2 Dallaras and 1 Courage, and that's it. It's crazy, but you gotta love the variety otherwise, I think.
Yannick,
looks...
wasn't it the Audi what was faster repairable?
Yes, as far as I know anyway. The real car was, because it had this modular kind of build. So there's this legendary story of a gearbox issue at Le Mans, and Audi repaired that in record time by simply switching the entire rear third of the car, because it was just a few bolts to unscrew. Put the rest on, like fully new drivetrain and everything. Don't think you're allowed to do that anymore. And Ryza have, I'm pretty sure, modeled this with shorter repair times for the Audi. So if there's anything broken, you will be at an advantage coming into the pits with this thing. Hey, Hera Foxy, I am driving an LMP1 indeed. I would love to show you the Dallara right now, but I might be able to. I was just thinking mistaken. No one else is on the track with this thing right now.
Too late. Yeah, I'm locked in
There we
because
go.
I want to
That's the Lara.
get my lap time.
Basically, sorry, Mikhail. Just explaining who's driving what here real quick, because Hera Foxy asked. So myself and Alexis are in the LMP1s. Alexis is driving a Courage C60. You can barely see it in the distance there. And Michael and Sven, who are also in voice here, are in GT1 with Michael driving a Maserati MC12, not MiG-12. This thing. It is matte black for me as well. For MiG-12. And Sven is in the Lambo here. Why not pick the Audi? It dominated Le Mans. It did, and ALMS as well, but by 2005 it was nerfed quite badly. And it isn't the fastest of these three. It is probably the easiest to be very consistent in, and it's easier to repair, but it's not the fastest, which kind of checks out with real life. It was just relentlessly, unbreakable, really. That's what got most of its success that late into the car's lifespan.
Oh my god, why am I losing all the time in the final corner? Oh my goodness me.
There are like 15 lines through there too, it seems.
Everyone else
I
is...
consistently found one where the car nearly not bounced.
I don't find the line in
There's
the
one nasty bump.
in the final corner. I'm missing 4 tenths.
Ooh,
That's a
yeah,
lot.
That's significant.
Wow.
4/10 to your own time?
No,
or
to
other times?
to you, everyone around me in the standings. I don't know. Do you drive it on the inside or more in the middle?
I start braking at the 200 marker, aim
Yeah.
for the corner, and then trail out, basically near the apex, leaving 1 meter to the yellow line on the right, and then just waiting the bump, waiting for grip, and accelerating as soon as I can.
So more on the inside.
Yeah. I try to hug both apexes.
Okay, I gotta try. Go wide as possible into the corner entry and cut into the inside as far as you can.
No.
Yeah, I tried that, but I'm still missing a lot of time. So let's see. It's now my focus for the rest of the qualifying to get this final corner done, because we will lose a lot of time otherwise in the race.
What really helps is to let the car be neutral on the bump. But I would think he was already doing this.
Yeah, I know there's a bump on the inside, on the very inside. There's a bump. So
Yeah.
I'm avoiding this bump already. So I'm on the correct track, it seems. But somehow I'm not encouraged enough to get on the throttle earlier.
After the bump, it's just being brave and waiting to hit the wall.
Could have driven the Courage then.
Only drivers with
Probably
courage.
should've prepped the soundboard for this one, chaps.
Follow me for more terrible puns.
If you want more terrible puns, check out overtake.gg.
There you go. That should be in the soundboard.
Leave a follow, leave a subscribe, like the stream, all the funny social media stuff, you know? Really helps us out. Highly appreciated. Only if you like our stuff, though, which I assume you would. It's good shit. Oh,
Beep.
that's one curse word out of the way before the race starts.
And not even related to on-track events.
That might change, though.
No guarantees.
Was that enough courage? Don't know. Because the final corner also carries into the first sector. That's the worst, even.
Yes. Need a good exit out of there.
But are you running on softs?
Yes.
Okay.
Is that not right?
No, it's totally right. But I see in my race labs overlay that many people don't use softs.
I'm using softs right now.
I don't know what the default is. The default is something best according to weather or something like
Yeah.
that.
I have never touched that since the Project Cars 2 days because it just was bugged there, and I have a bit of a trauma from that time still. That's not the line from here. Already down a second as well.
Oh, go on.
Not really a second, according to SimLab I am.
We're all pretty close
Oh,
together.
the exterior cam on the Maserati is really nice.
Okay, let's see. Where can we...
Yeah, looks really good.
Yeah, but it's slow. And I clipped the wall.
Oh.
It was my personal best now.
It's not too late to change cars.
No.
Or is it? No, they're locked in now, huh? Are they?
No, they're not.
Could still change.
Can still re-enter the server until right before quali ends. Not quite sure what time frame that is anymore. 60 or 90 seconds or so.
It's not automatic soft if you go automatic by weather. I don't think so. It will also give you mediums.
Oh, traffic on the quality lap. You love to see it. I mean, then again, that's kind of the game with multi-class racing, isn't it?
Yes. Welcome to
Costs a
endurance
ton of
racing.
time. But I will practice the final corner again. It's not fixed
Would
setup
be
now.
even more fun with LMP2s in the mix.
Yeah.
Basically the same speed as GT1.
Shit.
Did you not get a track limits violation on the King?
No. I don't think so. No, I got my lap time is cancelled now, but due to being off track, I believe more than anything else.
Yeah, because I noticed Sebring and AMS2 has very strict track limits when you try to
Yeah, that was already
take some space at the left.
too much. Yeah, this corner, maybe it's the Maserati that can't go quicker through this. No, I wouldn't blame the car. I'm still third, that's good enough. It's really good enough. But we still have...
focusing on qualifying for an endurance race might not be the best shout.
Probably not, no.
Spring view. Ah, yeah, Yannick likes to glue the camera to the car, which I absolutely hate.
Yeah, I can't drive if it's bouncing around like crazy. No, I just threw away a good lap, damn it.
But yeah, I rather... So where you are looking is the track and not the car. So I want the track to be smoother, not the car. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true, but for me, it's like the opposite in that I feel a bit, you know, what's the word? Disconnected from the car because my rig isn't shaking, so that's the static part. Kinda,
But
you know,
Yannick, in a real car, the car is also fixed and your neck is moving.
Yeah, true, but your surroundings, like if you go over a bump, your surroundings kind of move as well. Your eyes level that out, which is the effect you're looking for, I guess. But, I don't know.
Okay.
It's we're weird and in different scales here, I guess.
Okay. Accepted.
I mean, I realize it's yeah very noticeable here at Sebring, especially. like the good old days of onboard cameras without camera stabilization.
Good times. I couldn't get my lap together. Damn it. Like, I encountered traffic twice, which it only blocked me once. The other time I was let through by Repsum. Nice individual there, very respectful, but I just couldn't get it together. Even though I'm only like 86 thousandths behind Yannick, so like there's not a lot in there. I suppose you could go quicker as well, but
I had 2/10 on my delta already, and then I spun coming out of the final turn because I was done. So
I think I had 3 after the first sector, and then I might have lost it because of, the thing is I don't want to blame traffic for this because again it's multi-class, that's the name of the game, but even when you don't lose time directly, it kind of puts you off, at least in my experience. Then again, my experience with multi-class racing is very limited, which is probably going to be my downfall for the next 2 hours or so. Yeah, I'm a bit concerned. Just mildly.
interesting how everybody basically chose the Audi except for like 3 guys and a gal, 2 guys and a gal. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's because the Audi has a great reputation, but like I said, I think it's not the fastest of the 3.
I mean, according to the leaderboard, the fastest car would have either been the Courage, call it what you will, or the Delara, either one of the 2.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's. Then again, I'm not sure how it's going to be over distance. Like I'm not sure whether you want to share this standing, but how much fuel do you happen to be able to fuel your car with?
90 liters, I believe.
Okay, so it's the same as
Wait, this lap time is not.
mine's.
I touched the wall of champions, and then my lap wasn't validated. Interesting.
Yep, that happened to me before. It's all it needs, just a light brush, and it's invalidated.
Still, I'm still missing that time in the 3rd sector. It's crazy. I can't get this final chicane. Probably it's a chicane. I don't know. Maybe it's also the exit from. I don't know. Just have to find some time there. But I don't have a clue right now what I'm missing there, because 4/10 is a lot.
It is immense, yeah.
Yeah, and I really don't know what it is. Okay, final shot basically, because we have only 7 minutes or 8 minutes missing left in qualifying.
I will go out just for safety. Because the moment you lose your pole is when you have no time to go out.
Yeah. Want to be able to react.
Yeah, we'll try. Rest of the track is pretty good. I'm quite confident and also safe with the car. Make sure you drop your fuel map to normal for the race. You can still keep pace with people running the rich map.
Not sure if that's the greatest idea though, because as far as I know, MS2 models fuel maps by basically just cutting 1% or 2 off the throttle, so you're not actually reducing fuel flow, but just overall power output. So it might not have the desired effect of saving fuel like that.
Good old lift and coast it is.
Yep.
Which also reminds me, maybe I should have calculated how much I actually need to pit with this car. Golly gee.
Even mapped
Big
it.
whoopsie.
In the in-car menu otherwise, you need it. Oop. We're shooting the corner.
Starting from pits still an option.
Nope.
I'm a really bad first row starter.
Yeah, you have
Because
to
of all the
hit
pressure.
the ready button, otherwise you won't get to start the race at all.
Oh shit.
pole? Probably not. It's really good. I hope this LMP1 will not interfere with my lap. It does a little bit. Maybe we can
It's our
use.
collective revenge, Michel.
Maybe I can use a little bit of slipstream then. Maybe not. An iCal calendar to subscribe to, yeah. Maybe. For the events, yeah, that would be a good idea.
I agree, yeah, that would be nice.
Noted.
The right guy is already
right,
here,
we got
so
the perfect dude here.
yeah. And we need a reserve slot system for people that
Yeah,
want
that
to
too.
register, but the event is full, kinda. So I was as cautious. Ah, no! Hit the wall again. Yeah.
Oh no.
Difficult.
Oh no. Still time for one more lap.
I mean, I advertised for the event in our last big AMS2 video. So if you miss content and if you like AMS2, you missed my AMS2 video, then I don't want to say it's your fault, but it is.
Michel, are you on a fast lap?
Yeah.
Not the answer you wanted to hear, I assume.
No, so I slowed down just in case.
Alright.
And it got
Evil Heinz just set a new fastest lap.
Wow, that guy.
I still call him Frenson as his surname, just in case. You never know. Maybe that helps.
Well, that's gained a lot of time, but then lost a lot of time as well. Now I'm losing it.
That is also very Frenson of you, I'd say, if that's how you describe your experience.
I think it's over for me.
Also very Frenson of you.
It was a good attempt, but I think
I hope I didn't put you off there, Michel, by the way.
just a
I
little
just,
bit. No, all good. Oh my goodness me, the GT1 is so close together, everyone. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. But the LMP participation rate is really good. Everyone's
Yeah,
here,
would have
basically.
expected.
Does the started round before the time limit still count?
Yes,
Perfect.
you have a session countdown thing then.
Yeah. Like all good sims do, but not iRacing.
Oh, the Audi gang. And at least I am the only Maserati
So my
driver.
last lap.
Okay, I'm watching Sven now. How
Oh
he's-
no.
Now he's got stage fright.
Oh, fries on stage. Yeah.
What is he doing differently?
Yeah, that was not the quickest way through that corner. Already
it's over for
210
me.
back.
Ah, darn it. Darn it. Darn it. I was up 2/10 in the first sector. Good job, Yannick. Very good job.
Thank you.
I mean, front row for overtake. I really can't complain. Now I just need to calculate how much I'm gonna have to, how many pit stops I'm gonna have to make.
I really hope I'm getting to overtake Sven in an opportune spot here because the Delta's looking good right now.
Ah,
Probably
No.
not. Are you up on your
go,
time?
go,
Thank you.
go.
Very good. And then I fuck it up immediately. Damn it. Sorry.
No, I'm just doing a backup plan for the pole, but
I see.
yeah.
Now I'm sweaty as hell. Already, and it's
But
still
it
not
looked
even
like you
race
could
time.
brake super late in the Lambo.
Yeah, that's true. You can lock up from a much faster speed,
Yeah.
but if you have your peak brake pressure right, you can modulate it much later than especially in the Viper and the Maserati. I think it's more safe. You can just punch it and nothing bad happens, but you have not so much not such a broad spectrum.
Oh, damn! Look at Angus being a bad boy and getting a 1 position penalty for the start.
How did he manage that?
What happened there?
But isn't Angus the anti-endurance guy here?
Yeah, that's what I've been saying once he signed up in one of our editorial meetings. I'm like, hey, Angus, don't you hate endurance racing? and sim racing?"
Article on Monday, how this event changed my my
That was
perception.
actually much cooler than I thought.
Yeah, I actually love endurance racing now. But 2 hours, is that what is, where does endurance start? I would say 3 hours.
That's the question, yeah.
Yeah. I think 2 hours
It's
is
very much a subjective thing, I believe.
Yeah.
Like for me, it full length Formula One races used to be endurance races. Like when I was,
Oh no,
I don't know,
my setup.
Maserati is fastest on the
was-
straight but weakest on the brakes. Okay, yeah, we're about to find out.
I see. 120 kph for the pole setter. Oh, we're doing a full recon lap, basically a full warm up lap. Interesting.
Also, if my maths don't fail me, we should, as in the LMPs, should be doing 80 laps roundabout in the span of 2 hours, I think.
All right.
If my maths didn't fail me, again, I just put it into the calculator real quick, and that's what came about, like 75 to 80 laps or so.
Is the math still mathing though?
I mean, I just put it 120 minutes divided by the lap time, so about 153s, 154s roundabout.
Right.
So
Is
that
double stinting tires an option here?
Yes,
Or
I think so. You can even. I tried to drive the whole race with just one tire. That's my plan, at least.
I mean, I'd prefer 4, but you do you.
I will adjust strategy on the fly.
Oh, Yannick. Oh.
Mission,
Well-
you're good over there. Are you good over there?
Yeah. Yeah, guys, in the chat, party, because we are starting the race now. 2 hours of Sebring in the year 2005. At the start of the stream, I was considering what did I do in 2005. I was still at school, so let me know what you did in the year 2005. Where were you? What did you do? And was it great?
I was in
I know-
kindergarten. It was miserable.
Kindergarten.
Jeez. Yeah. I became a Renault F1 Ultra at the time because my boy Giancarlo Fisichella went there. Okay, so where is everybody? Why am I so far ahead here?
I'm here. Hello, Ionic. Hi.
Contact is on, I assume.
I can try.
Might be. I'm not quite sure.
I could try. Punches you out of the way. Race over.
Or did someone
luckily,
snatch?
Mikkel is far behind.
Someone snatched my position, my 5th position, last second, it seems.
Oh damn. It's good that the speed limit here is the pit limit as well, because I can just, put my foot down, weave a bit. Probably not the best idea regarding fuel consumption.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
look at the
I
cars!
just wanted to ask.
Look at the Viper, the Murcielago, and in the back, we have them all, the Corvette and the Aston Martin. We have all cars in this
That's a
grid.
BOP.
Yeah. And for some reason, my race labs shows the iRacing logo for the Viper. I don't know why.
Yeah, mine too.
Which is interesting because I'm pretty sure there's no iteration of Viper at all in iRacing, is there? Or am I missing something?
And it does it
Has
as
Mission
well
Void
for
just leaked the
some
next
LMP1.
piece of iRacing content.
Subscribe to overtake.gg to find out.
Get disputed.
Sorry guys, I will mute you for the first 3 rounds.
Alright, understood. I want to take this then.
The first steps in 2005. Wow. Study abroad. Moved country because it was amazing. 2004-5 was terrific. Nice.
Like, imagine, how is that 21 years ago already?
Yeah, that's incredible, right? And if you consider people born then are now already 21, wow.
People who were born that year are now racing in Formula One. Like, wasn't Behrman born in 2005 or something?
Could be, yeah. Pretty sure there were a few memes that were like Alonso on the grid in 2001 and like, I don't know, Gabriel Bortoleto being minus 4 years old or something. I'm
I mean,
actually
Antonelli
sure
wasn't
about
even
it.
born at that year.
Yeah. Prepare for a race start. I am. I'm leaving like crazy. I'm gonna catch up. Are we gonna do double file or no? I don't know.
Should the lower class leave a gap?
Probably.
Also don't know. I guess it's not gonna be
I
double
just
file.
hope you're all quick.
Or maybe it
Ah.
is. I don't know. Let's find out.
Conditions are off.
And here we go.
That was a weird start.
It
It
was,
didn't-
yeah.
Didn't tell us to double file.
I was surprised.
Somebody on my inside already. Come on, it's turn 1. We got 2 hours for this.
Are you win or lose a race? Mostly lose those.
And that's the first bump in the back, but my car's alright. The damage is set to low or visual only, I believe, so
Yeah, I think it's low.
we'll be fine. We'll be fine.
Right, that was a decent start. Fairly uneventful from my POV, but I'll take that. What you want as a pole sitter.
Oh, 2 LMP1s are out.
Oh, I got a hit in the back and I'm out as well.
That was quick.
Yeah.
Damn.
Car seems to be okay though. But yeah, that was not great. Got a big hit from the back.
Oh, tires, tires.
Hello,
Still
Mr.
in
Chilla.
winter mode.
How's it going?
Then I drove into the way of the green Lambo. I should have held the brakes. I'm really sorry whoever I hit there. Yeah, not great.
LMP1 slow in last corner.
Okay, I can still see them at least.
Can you hear me? I don't know if I'm still muted.
No,
Yeah,
can
I can hear you.
I can anyway.
Okay.
Oh, red wire was not so off. Almost hit me.
I overtook now 6 LMP1s, I think.
Wow.
Going for the
Yeah.
overall win here, huh?
They are doing all destruction derby.
Qualifying
Problem
really
is,
starting to
they
pay
are
off for us
now
now,
all
isn't
catching
it,
up.
Yannick?
What's up?
Qualifying really paying off for us now, isn't it?
Looks like it, yeah.
Oh, almost had my first spin.
Oh, there are LMP1s. We are in the middle of Cologne, basically, so our office at least. I live in the Eifel, quite close to the Nordschleife. But we are all pretty much spread across Germany. Sven being very close to our office, actually, in Cologne. What is this LMP1 doing? It costs some time.
Ooh.
But yeah, some like Connor is from England. René is
What
also
was the distance to the next airport for him?
too long.
Very, very far away.
A lot of hours.
Cornwall, so the southwest of England, where there's apparently absolutely nothing, according to him.
What's going on with this LMP1 that can't go faster than we? Maybe he has a damage?
Possibly, yeah.
And my first track limits violation.
Yeah, I don't think it's a... This car is just standing in my way, oh no. Ah, not good. That cost a lot of time. At least we got a good battle now with Mike and Scott. That looks quite promising. Yeah, the Maserati is so bad on the brakes. I can't believe it. Maybe wrong car choice for this.
There you go. It's always on the equipment or the conditions. That's a true
No,
sporting
no,
spirit.
no, 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 no. Fuck, fuck, fuck.
Ah!
Mom spaghetti? Anybody?
Green Lambo surprise.
At least I've gotten rid of the pressure of first place.
This is how you can see it.
Hot lapping and hunting is much more fun.
My goodness me, what is happening? Scott just throw the car into the bin. So we are 4th. Wow.
There you go. Consistency is key. I know we've said that a bunch of times, and it's basically a meme.
Can you make it start to rain now?
Nobody told me. Are you on wet?
The just-in-case strat.
Yes! Saw the opportunity. Catch him. Nice. But my brakes are so bad. He will run into my wreck. I can't brake any later. That's the problem. The Lambo can brake 100 meters earlier. It's crazy. It can literally brake 100 meters later. How is this possible?
It's a crazy difference, yeah.
Is it the paid DLC advantage?
No, it might be part of the Maserati nerfing, because remember that thing was so good when it debuted that they like narrowed their rear wing and stuff like that, because it was just a prototype for the GT1 class.
Yeah.
Because Italians are always late.
Oh, Sticky, you're playing Marathon. Is it a good game? I heard of it, but I haven't touched it yet. I haven't watched anything about it. It's from the guys that made Destiny, right? Destiny 2. I play Pocopia currently. That's also highly addictive. The first Forza Motorsport was 2005. True.
Oh, damn, yeah. Good point, actually. Some...
I think we talk about the game marathon, not the actual marathon. But 12 to 15 miles per day is great. Like, not running, but walking. It's very healthy, actually.
Unless you get terrible knees.
Almost. Clip that ball.
When does walk become a hike, anyway?
Yeah, it's the same question when a race becomes an endurance race.
Exactly.
What is the nature of true racing? Find out next week when we discuss modern Formula 1 on OverTake.gg. Featuring your all-time favorite fan of modern Grand Prix racing, Mr. Yannick Haustein.
Oh, yay.
A hike includes a broadside.
Yannick is a real super clipping shipper.
Yes, love it. It's just what F1 has been missing for the past 15 years or so.
If there was one thing that I wished for, there was such a feature.
Oh, nice. Guys in front of me are fighting. Just stop it for a second and let me through, please.
Yeah, Sebring is my favorite track, maybe. P2 for me. P1 is a Nordschleife. And then this.
Very slow Corvette there.
The way you put it, Michel, it almost sounded like the good old German meme, Mathe ist mein Lieblingsfach, the way you put Sebring is my favorite track.
Yeah. Kinda. Oh, this corner every time is a huge danger. Angus is really starting to love this. You can see the smile in his face while he's driving. But hey, we only drove for 15 minutes out of 2 hours, so maybe...
It's not like Roland Asch back in the old DTM days, who would always smile in the inboard camera because he was told he looked rather stern whenever he was driving, so they told him, just smile a bit, buddy. And then he would, and people would have the time of their lives chuckling away at him smiling in car. And as I tell that story, I spin. I am such a fool.
Well, I mean, I take it.
I'll blame Roland Asch on for that one.
Talking about racing in 2005 or the early 2000s, I feel like people still thought that racing in the early 90s or 80s was better.
Yeah, they did.
They certainly said, "Oh, this is all modern shit," and now we are like it's a constantly evolving trope.
It is. I mean, I've listened to an episode of Bring Back V10s recently, and they were answering that question, like about cars being able to follow each other. Is that a new thing or not? And I distinctly remember that was a thing in like 2000 already. So it's very much.
But there's
not new.
this one place on Earth where everything is still fine.
That's simracing.
Japan, GT500 and Super Formulas.
Oh yeah, true.
Sure.
Yeah, Japan was always superior in every regard. So yeah, the best games, the
Says
best
the
motorsports,
unbiased Subaru owner.
the best cars.
I will say though, they started complaining about. I mean, now I'm a bit more chill because I'm in P3 and not P2. So the fight for victory is pretty much done and dusted from my perspective. I remember watching an old F1 race from 1993, and in the pre-race report for that specific event, the Spanish Grand Prix of that year, they were already talking about dirty air being a nuisance, and F1 cars not being able to follow each other, and not being able to fight properly, the lack of overtakes, get it? So it's always been a thing, or it's been a thing for a very long time. So it's almost funny to consider how much time and money has been spent on this. I'd almost call it naive idea of trying to fix it when that's inherently what aero-based monoposto racing just happens to be.
Yeah,
Probably.
But they probably as old that debate as our wings race cars probably.
Innovation bad.
Every time.
Just return to Formula Fords, please. It still produces incredible racing.
Just chuck a 900 horsepower engine into the back of it and see what happens.
I think
would watch
that's genuinely what J.R. Hildebrand proposed a couple of months ago. Like, he did an entire study and concept and whatnot, essentially proposing, like, beefed up Formula Ford on steroids.
Nice. JR seemed always like such a good dude when he was still in IndyCar and very thoughtful of, things. Very educated, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Not sure if I missed anything since then, because plenty of people have turned out to be very weird.
I love how you put the asterisk. I love how you put the asterisk there of like, he seemed cool back then. I'm not sure how what he's like now.
You can never be sure these days.
Just in case. But yeah, he essentially proposed this idea with the rumor and innuendo revolving around the new IndyCar, which is supposed to be announced sometime in the nearish future.
I believe it when I see it. That's what
And his pitch basically just boils down
years.
to beefed up Formula 4 that kind of looks like the Rebel X 2010 just without wings.
All right, sounds fun.
I will say though, from our perspective in the LMP ones, this pretty much feels like an old school F1 Grand Prix, more so than an endurance race. Not just because of the length of 2 hours, but because we're yet to encounter any significant traffic.
True. I mean, I've lapped a few GT1s by now, but they're not bunched together right now, which is good. So, fingers crossed it stays that way for a while. Because if I remember our Le Mans 12-hour race, if you would encounter a pack of 4 GT3s, god damn, you needed some patience.
Yeah, the difference is not as big as in modern multi-class.
And to think that in the actual race in 05, there would have been 2 more classes. Yeah, that's pretty insane.
Can we technically run 3 classes here? Yeah.
Yeah, that would work. Could do 4 as well.
But the multiplayer is limited in the overall number.
Yeah, I think so. I'm not quite sure where exactly that limit is. It might be 32, 36-ish or so. So we would have relatively small classes. But in theory, you can do that. Offline, that's no problem either. There, the limit is higher too, depending on the track.
My god, I'm hunted by Mike. Oof.
Suddenly, all GT1s have more pace than in quali.
Yeah, I'll use quali for practice probably.
Oh.
But there's enough time to get back to the front.
But we are not really faster. Everyone is like a second slower compared to Robin.
Lambo running very wide to let me through. Wouldn't have needed to do that. I'm not complaining, but
It's a case where it's almost more off-putting whenever back markers or people in other classes jump out of the way to the point where you're like, is there a problem here? Are you going to come back onto the racing line because of incompetence or technical issues rather than them just staying where they are and just slowing down a bit?
it does seem odd sometimes. Like, my guy, you don't have to jump out of the way into the nearest gravel trap or something. It's okay if I need to wait for a second or so.
You're allowed to exist on the same piece of tarmac as I am.
Yes, very much so.
No 2 cars should be at the same piece of tarmac at the same time.
True. Depends on how you slice up said piece, if they're next to each other.
How do you
Fine, I
define
guess.
the piece, basically?
Yes, that's what I'm asking.
Yeah, what game would allow you to run a proper 6 classes, 7 classes NLS style? Like it would be Assetto Corsa probably, right?
Yeah.
R Factor
exactly.
1. Maybe, I'm not even sure it should work. R1.
Yeah, probably. I mean, you can do something like that offline here, just not with all the classes. You can do GT3, GT4, there's a Porsche Cup class, which is old, but it's still a Porsche Cup class. There's even GT5s to simulate some of the weaker cars, if you will. Some Ginetta Super Cups. There's a Mitsubishi Lancer thing. some sort of cup
Is there a
series.
Jetta?
Yes, there is. And a Polo, actually. So
And a
there are
Twingo?
some options there. I think there's a mini challenge thing as well, if I remember correctly. No Twingo as far as I'm aware.
Yeah, my Race Labs dashboards are doing some super clipping. They got inspired by Formula 1, but yeah, all complaints to Race Labs. Don't know, it started in qualifying that both of the graphics started to flicker. Sorry for that.
Oh yeah, mine too.
But there's no
So
way.
you're going to take them off screen as well, so nobody can complain about it because you definitely don't have any ulterior motives with regards to your on-screen overlays.
Is the Racing Club
This
stream running?
usually happens.
I have no idea.
Maybe X-Driver can let us know if we have the Race Club
E-driving.
being on
Yeah.
right now.
I checked just before I started, it wasn't yet, but it might have just started a bit later. Although I don't know, like I didn't get a definitive word on whether or not there would be a broadcaster tonight.
Yeah, next time I'm using the original AMS2 graphic.
That's what I'm doing. More just, you know, for people on stream. For myself, the only HUD element I have is the virtual mirror. The rest is on my dash display. Just got used to it very much, I gotta say. Oh, hello, Sven.
Evil Heinz appears.
And now, how to pass an LMP1 car around Sebring? Spoilers, I have no idea.
Oh yeah, I can see that in the relative down there. It's basically even. It's a dead heat. more or less.
No,
Have
Mike
to-
got me.
That was a bit sketchy because we had we stumbled across
Red
Red
Valiant
Valiant as well, but it worked.
Gracias.
So I'm back in second, just with the slight difference that instead of a 2-second gap, it's now a 20-second gap. Oh dear.
Take it.
So I'd like to congratulate Yannick Haustein on winning the OverTake 2 hours of Sebring.
I mean, we have over 90 minutes still to go. So
Yeah, it's still a
you
super long.
underestimate my capability of screwing things up completely out of nowhere.
You're a veteran. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. I definitely don't want to bait you into losing concentration to only make a mistake on track. You'll be fine.
Nah, you would never. I know.
Probably I wouldn't.
I'm taking bits for taking men out the next round.
No, shit. No.
Ooh, that's a lot of smoke on the main straight. That's a Maserati in the wall. Oh, Michiel.
I clipped Mike's back, unfortunately. That was not very smart. I don't know.
Still going though, seems. Yeah,
AMS2 doesn't seem to punish these spins like LMU does, right?
I don't think so, no. I mean, you still shouldn't lock up your tires, because if you go sideways on locked tires, it won't help, let's just say. But I don't think the flat spots and stuff are as bad as LMU.
I didn't really.
Would you argue that compared to LMU, it's less so of a performance issue and more so just a nuisance with course feedback and whatnot?
Probably. I mean, you do lose grip overall on that tire. That's affected, as far as I know. But it's just so much more noticeable in LMU. It's crazy.
Hello, Hellcat. Yeah, I definitely have the wrong car choice. Is so bad on the brakes compared to the others. Should have tested more. It's maybe better on. You can see on the straight how I'm keeping up. It's not it's not the car for this track though. It has clearly an advantage on tracks with longer straights, like Spa or whatnot. Monza. But definitely not Sebring. And there's always an interesting discussion in sim racing because we just had this topic with Dave Cam last week, where he was so upset about the iRacing meta that certain cars are superior on certain tracks. And then I think it was Dave Perel commenting on that as well. He said like, yeah, the problem is in sim racing, people have more time to test and test and test, and then of course there's always this one car that is better, and it would be advisable in the future to make championship series where you just pick one car at the beginning.
Yeah, I agree. And it's like these little differences. If you're doing a full championship, that's when they fully come into play, and that's when they really shine, I find.
Yeah.
Like when we did our 91 F1 season in Amos 2, like a league 2-3 years ago or so, you could clearly tell that the V8, for instance, was very much down on top speed. But it was so much better on fuel and so much more nimble that on the more twisty circuits you had an advantage, right? And that was, you know, kind of evening out over the course of the season, and it was really, really cool to see. But I get how that's, you know, not something you would want to wait for if you're just doing like a, yeah, not very championship-oriented race every week in iRacing, for instance.
Isn't that also kind of the problem with the concept in the first place? Because in real life, I suppose cars, like certain cars will always have advantages in, like, on certain tracks, even with balance of performance and whatnot, so you kind of have to, you're kind of between a rock and a hard place, aren't you, where you want to balance everything out well, but you don't want to negate real advantages and disadvantages, because then it would be unrealistic, right?
Yeah.
So I imagine the job of people at iRacing and such wouldn't be particularly easy with that in mind.
No, probably not. I mean, the obvious answer to that is spec series, but that's, you know, just one car, and people will find that boring, probably rightfully so, even though Porsche Cup in iRacing is still very, very popular as far as I know, so I don't know.
My tires seem to have survived this.
That's good. It's the wooden endurance tires.
Somehow, yeah.
They will not wear down.
It's my lap time now. 1:59.2. Yeah, it's okay. Okay, 5.5 to Mike, 1.8 to Angus. That's the fight for the podium. But this is still really a long, long way to go. Getting blue flags now for the next coming LMP1,
It
which is...
me. Hello.
It is Alexis! You...
Are still good.
What color is my car on your screen, by the way? Is it blue or
Blue.
what's it?
Yeah.
What is it?
It's blue-white, bright blue.
Lovely.
Yeah, not bright blue, but normal blue. King blue. Königsblau.
Dabadi, dabadai.
Exactly.
I'll pass you on the next straight, Michel.
No, I will not allow that. I stay left.
Let Alexis pass for the championship.
What in the A1 ring? Like
For some reason, I thought you were going to say A1 GP.
No, not quite. Fun
What,
fact,
the
like,
Super League formula?
I was just about to say, fun fact, when I was like 6 or 7 or so, I legit thought that the A1 ring would use part of the A1 Autobahn, which doesn't make any sense at all since it's not even in Germany, but that's what I thought.
Shout out to, I'm not sure what you would call it in English, but Autobahnraser might have been
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
just the game for you.
Oh, I did play that. And anything else that had 4 wheels and an engine in computer game form, really. Mostly Grand Prix 2, Grand Prix 3 later on, that sort of stuff. And like all the F1s on PlayStation.
favorite one of the bunch, though? Might as well ask you while you're leading with the 21-second gap.
I was just about to say, actually not all of them, but quite a few of them. Well, the one that's always going to be special for me is the very first one, just called Formula 1, depicting the 95 season, because that was the first one I played. And the music is awesome, the commentary is awesome, everything is just pure nostalgia for me in that. Best memories overall probably go to Grand Prix 4 though. Just because I've spent so many hours on that when I was a teen, just modding the absolute hell out of it. Like there was an outstanding 2007 mod. For some reason they managed to nail the McLaren Chrome in that in like 2007. Imagine that. So that's where I spent a lot of time and just loved every second of it.
Fuck. Oh, sorry.
So we've got 2 people left who are yet to break the TVPG rating of this lovely broadcast.
I mean, it's past 9, so in an hour I think we can just curse to our heart's content.
No,
Not on
because
American television, we can't.
yeah,
Ah, boo.
I managed to drift straight into the last corner wall and have apparently no damage whatsoever.
yeah.
How does one drift straight though?
Somehow the damage is super low.
Yeah, they said it low, I believe, just for it to be a bit more
Yeah.
accessible, I suppose. Because the racing club does have a quite big range of driver capabilities and stuff like that, and it's supposed to be, you know, an accessible place to race for fun and not just super sweaty esports competition-y.
I think this is now my first ever battle with Avengers. Very nice. I make him love endurance racing now.
There you go.
A mission of love.
I keep flashing at him now. All the time. He will love it.
Oh, I'm looking forward to Monday. Are you even there Monday for the editorial meeting? That would be hilarious.
Man, this Michel. You have to fire him.
Immediately, like on the spot.
What an absolute purveyor of love.
It's such a fun event, but it's hella exhausting. It's only 35 minutes, and I feel like I've been driving for ages.
Yeah, Sebring isn't for the faint of heart, let's just say. There's always something going on over the course of a lap.
How's
I
the
did
back
not
pain,
yet
Michel?
set up my ventilators again, so I'm sweating my head off here.
By the way, Sven, where you said you break at 200 board, I break at the 400 board, and that's already the latest I can break. The very latest.
Funny you mentioned that with regards to the differences of these cars, because for me it's the same. I suppose we're talking about the same bit of track. Like for me, it's also the 400 board.
Yeah. I think the Lambo Murcielago is a bit different to the others.
I managed to hit the same wall again.
Okay, we are catching up to Mike. That will be a nice one. If we can become a group of 3, that would be so cool.
Oh, Sven just came out of the pits, I suppose.
Yeah.
We'll meet again.
Oh yeah, it's also...
On absolutely stone cold tires.
Stone cold. Stone cold.
I can't.
Is this the time where I reveal
No.
that I
No.
that I actually bought a wrestling game for the first time 12 years or
Oh,
so.
don't tell me you bought 2K26.
No, I bought 2K25 because it was $20 and I don't support that whole Battle Pass shenanigans that they're doing with the new one. But yeah, I felt like hitting virtual dudes in the head with a steel chair somehow, and you know, it's been a while.
Disappointed you said virtual.
I mean, sometimes I feel like hitting real people in the head with a steel chair as well, but I choose not to because that's not what I do. As much as they might be blocking the lanes in the grocery stores, or the aisles rather.
I mean, now I could tell the tale of Booker T and Stone Cold Steve Austin beating the absolute piss out of each other
hair, the dairy
in the
section.
supermarket.
Yeah.
Apologies for all of you watching who have no idea what me and Yannick are waffling about. I'll blame Yannick for this.
Always.
Yes. You have a lead of 26 seconds, it's fine.
Yeah, I guess so.
The thing is, though, are your tires already cooked as well, or is it just because I had that spin in mind?
No, they're fine.
Okay, because mine are a bit cooked, though that might just be me, my driving style being a bit inept, or it could, of course, be a consequence of my spin.
Don't worry, Alexis. Yannick will just disconnect at one point, as he usually does. So that gold medal is still very much for grabs.
And I'm about to lap an LMP car, Andre Hildebrand.
Hildebrand?
Not JR.
Not
Okay.
related to our Formula Fords on steroids. Steroids boy, I suppose.
But if he
The
was,
thing with
maybe you
Hildebrands,
guys-
right, is that whenever I hear that name, like, can you guess whom I happen to think of when I hear that name?
I've seen multiple ones. My first thought would be Walter Röhrig. Oh, and Frau Hildebrand. But that's probably not the one.
Nah, it's Timo.
Yeah,
Somewhat
maybe the next choice.
former German national goalkeeper for a while. Charisma vacuum. Yeah, call it see it. But yeah, then there's JR, Hildebrand, not Ross. No wrestling references allowed, by God. Boom, boom. Now, but we're now entering the phase of the race that I'd consider a bit more chill. I'm about to hit in 1 or 2 laps, I believe. Probably next lap. The older LMP ones in the pit already as well. Oh, my pit stop is scheduled for this lap. Never mind. Might as well be safe. And then we'll see how much longer Mr. Haustein can carry his stint.
Indeed.
I suppose he's got a bit left in the tank, akin to what we've been able to witness with a Formula 1 team called Mercedes these days. That would be my suspicion, but you never know.
Oh, X-Driver, I agree. And the game that does it best so far is probably Assetto Corsa Rally, suspension movement and tires and stuff, yeah. Okay, it's time for my first pit stop.
And I have a time penalty for speeding in the pit lane because I pressed the wrong button. I should
Hooray.
probably map them similarly across all games instead of having different mappings for different games. My bad. That's on me. That's just a net. No, I've not been told like what the time penalty actually is. It might be 5
wait.
seconds. It might be
The
10
speed limit is
seconds.
120 in the pits. Oh my goodness me.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
For reasons.
I had to double check as well if I have the pit limiter engaged. Couldn't believe it.
Again, in my case, it's just I pressed the wrong button, which would have worked in any other racing game for me. So, again, that's just on me. I just like to know how much time I'm actually going to lose. That would be a bit helpful, AMS2.
Okay. Yeah, these broken screen elements are really, really bad.
And according to the game, I have a penalty of 0 seconds.
Alright, that's a lucky escape then.
I'm not sure. Is that just a bug? Like, am I going to receive like a 10-second penalty? The game just doesn't show
I
it.
have no idea, to be honest.
Because I'll take the penalty. Like, that's fair. Like, that's on me. I screwed up. Like, I'll accept it. But, huh?
I mean, what I had before in qualifying was like grid penalties that didn't actually translate to grid penalties, so I don't know if that's the case here as well. Either way, I am in the pits right now.
Hey, true. Yeah, the Super Trofeo Lamborghini is really good from the DLC. Maybe one of the best cars in AMS2. But these GT1s are also really good.
No, Refsum stayed out. Interesting. But can just be one more lap, I'm pretty sure.
And apparently my pit crew didn't change my rear tires, despite the fact that that's what I allocated for in my pit strategy. So that's going to be tricky.
Helpful.
Like, it could be fine in terms of balance because my rears are still okay-ish. I just need to be a bit careful, I suppose, on corner exit.
But there's a massive splitter or part of a car laying down before the chicanes.
Oh, big freeze right here.
I told you!
Just mowing the lawn here for a little bit, that's fine. Not quite sure what that was all about.
Have any of you ever gone lawnmower racing, by the way? I'd always
I have
wanted
not.
to try- always wanted to try that. It looks incredibly fun.
It does. I mean, I've been joking with my girlfriend. Whenever we have a house with a big garden, I'm gonna get a lawnmower to actually, you know, drive, just mow
What do
my
you
own
mean
course.
joking?
Yeah, that's what I told her. So I'm gonna mow my own course, lay out in the garden, and then be gone for like 2.5 hours probably. Not getting much mowing done, but setting PBs like it's nobody's business.
And that's what we call relationship goals.
There you go.
Relationship modes.
Nice.
So is that the part of the relationship where you actually go into boost or overtake mode, Neil?
Probably. I mean, there's no one to overtake, technically, unless there's someone actually, you know, on a second corner. I mean, I'd obviously always prefer overtake mode.
I think I got Mike in the pits. He swapped tires, I
Over
didn't.
hill?
I did not change tires. Yannick, you are the expert with 700 plus hours. Is it okay to drive the mediums for 2 hours straight or not?
Could be, yeah.
What?
I mean,
Yes or no?
Yeah, it should be good.
Okay.
Like, I'm on softs right now, and I know it's a different tire than the GTs, but for my first stop, I was at 92 and 93% front and back, so
Yeah, me too.
that should be very much fine, I assume. And back into one. Good.
I will keep monitoring the lap times, but let's see.
Because I did double check yesterday, and tires will be changed after fueling, so it's not like they're doing that in parallel.
Yeah, I know. That's why it takes an additional 20 seconds or so.
Yep.
This is how I lost my position to Repsum, but I needed to do it because my tires were cooked, so I didn't really have a choice after that spin. Also, high dog.
The gap to actually have 30-ish seconds, 29 to Repsum.
I can still run same lap time as Red Valiant, and he was on P2, I think, in the quali, no? Skid days. Oh, car field's good still. We are in that 3 seconds range.
I feel like things have settled down a bit now. Cars, or the field have been stretched out a bit. It's a bit more chill than the first stint, it feels like.
Ah, don't know about
Again,
that.
very akin to old school F1 in that sense.
Yeah, true. I like the little details here, like the plane in the background, and there are like not flag LEDs, but like lights here and there, little lights that do blink yellow or green depending on the flag situation. And I don't know if you guys noticed this before, but if you do a race with full course cautions on like some of the older tracks, you will not have these flag LEDs, but if there is a pace car situation, ambulances and stuff, for instance, flash their lights. That's
Ooh.
pretty cool to see, I think.
Also on Road America last racing club event, there was a train coming.
Yep, that's
Sounds-
also a thing outside of the kink, yeah. Pretty cool.
Nowadays, we had only DRS trains.
Well, we've talked about the grazing cows at Vintage Spa at length in the past, right? That's kind of neat to see. The campfires at the Vintage Nürburgring. Atmosphere, boy.
Plenty smells around the green hell, which apparently drivers can actually recognize in the car.
Yeah.
If Mr. Broadbent is to be believed from his recent GT experience.
Love the smell of bratwurst in the morning.
Not just
Smells
bratwurst, my friend. Not just
Oh, I
bratwurst,
know.
but
I know. Stuff that we probably shouldn't talk about here.
Kotze.
so that's 3 out of 4 today with breaking PG, I suppose.
Only in Germany, though.
I mean,
And probably.
if the
Austria
stream
and
has
Switzerland.
English as main language and we use some German words, we'll not detect it.
Fair.
Eigengrütze.
Walfischdreck!
Sonnenpaste.
Ich hasse. Hacke, zacke, packe, Mr. Krabs.
Kreuzkümmel und Hühnerkacke, anybody?
I will now officially call this an endurance race. Because it's
Okay.
super exhausting. But it's more the track that helps with that.
For sure. Le Mans wasn't as exhausting.
No.
It's just not as eventful to drive over the course of a lap.
I have droplets of sweat running on my nose under the headset. That's fine.
This is fine.
This is fine.
It's only mildly uncomfortable.
Especially if you can't itch the scratch.
True.
Scratch that itch.
So VR no scratch.
You itch that
dog
scratch,
winning.
buddy. You go for it. Yeah, we're sorry to remind you guys, but we're not even halfway there.
True. Not quite.
Depends on your commitment to destroy the car. Another Heinz. What's
Another.
going on?
I pitted.
He didn't even bring ketchup.
Hello.
Hello there.
How
General
did-
Kenobi.
How did his name came about? Danik?
Oh, that was just some dumb fun I had with a friend back then, because we used to call each other, like with this spelling too, with the lowercase h, uppercase e, and so on. Heinz and Horst in the early days of our internet access.
Yeah, okay.
And because that's such a common name in forums and stuff like that, I eventually added the evil because I was one of the evil metal heads with long hair and stuff like that. And that kind of just stuck because it sounds silly and I like it.
Catching up to rev some here because of a bit of traffic. Mike Patmore might help me out in this instance. As I've been able to close the gap to rev some. Used to be 6 seconds, it's about 2 seconds now.
Not bad.
So we could still go for the overtake 1-2 at the very least.
The back pain is good, Drax driver. It's actually not a problem in this rig. That was not ideal. Who did we just catch? My goodness me. We are second.
Pikachu.
Second place, wow. It seems like everyone is changing tires. Rocketron's best lap time is not really a 152, right?
Probably not.
Because my graphic shows that he drove a best lap time of 152.
Even if he did, he would be well deserving of his name.
It would be a bit unrealistic.
That would be LMP1 territory, yeah.
But my race labs graphics are broken anyway, so who knows? Yeah, they all changed tires.
Right, interesting. That's a free 20 seconds then.
Yeah, that's why I'm now ahead of everyone. Actually, I'm 20 seconds ahead of Angus now, so that's the exact 20 seconds that he lost, probably changing tires.
Most likely, yeah.
At least that brings me back in the race.
Yeah, if you're not changing
Trying
tires.
to chase Angus now. Yeah, I had to pit early because of damage. Crashing the same wall 2 times isn't good for your health.
So there was damage.
Yeah, I had a red rear wing.
Oh, there must be an error.
so happy that I did not try that race with a sequential shifter.
Where's that?
Yeah, I was considering that as well.
Huh.
Would have had the Delara had one, but it do have those fancy flappy paddles.
I think the tire is
The
getting
Courage
worse
is the
now.
only one. Okay, good to know.
I think I have to change it in the second one.
Hello. Turn around the outside.
Hey Monty, it's going well. We have a fun 2-hour race and we are just about to hit half time here. As you can see, I'm still very much fighting for the podium, and you just saw Yannick in the other class leading the race until he drops out through a disconnect.
You're all just hoping for it now, aren't you?
I'm not. I want the overtake 1-2 in the LMP1 class. That would be pretty neat. Especially
would be, yeah.
considering we picked the outsider cars, the Delara and the Courage, so that would be nice.
Indeed, yeah.
Still fighting with Rev some, by the way. I'd argue I'm a bit quicker, but there's no real way, excuse me, for me to get by. So this is going to be a bit tricky, in all honesty, because I don't want to risk anything. We've still got an hour to go, but at the same time, I would feel a bit more comfortable because I do suspect I'm going to have to change tires again. So
Oh dear.
I might not. I could just.
Hello, Sprock91. What car is this? This is a Delara SP1, I believe it's called. So the 2005 LMP1 car by Delara, which I am fairly certain was originally a Chrysler, like in 2000, 2001 or so, but then carried on as just Delara. With a nice Judd V10 in the back, which you can hear sing here. It's actually a car, Michael, that we've seen in person already, because there was one of these at Silverstone. When we
Yeah,
were
true.
there for,
True, yeah.
God damn, there were so many cool cars there that day.
Yeah, too many.
Yes, can't even list them all.
I forgot to look at my lap time. What was my lap time? I don't know. Yeah, everyone can brake so much later. It's a disgrace.
And we're past Rev Sum into P2 on the inside
nice.
of T1. Let's just not do anything silly to keep the position. And work on that sweet, sweet overtake 1-2 finish.
That would be neat,
We're
yeah.
far from home.
Oh, it's so annoying. The one lap I'm 3/10 faster than Angus, the next he is.
Sounds like a pretty good battle, though. I know
Yeah,
what
but
you
it's
mean, however.
he's
You wanna win
3
those.
seconds in front of me, so it's
I
very
see.
far away.
How's the traffic, Yannick?
But
I have none.
Sorry, Swin, didn't want to interrupt.
I just wanted to say at least I have a visible goal. Nothing more annoying than just driving on your own in an endurance race.
Yeah, those no man's land races.
This is not iRacing though. This is Automobilista 2. iRacing looks way worse than this.
Though it still might require better hardware to run, ideally. Like, it's probably a case-by-case basis, but I've always had an easier time running AMS2, ironically enough, compared to iRacing. Not sure
Yeah,
how it is
same.
for you chaps, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
now I crashed it.
Oh dear.
Yeah, the tire is too bad. So there's no way running the tire in a triple stint or something. It just has a surprise. Yeah, it's getting smeary and smeary, and then it just loses grip at some point. So tire changing was indeed the way to go. Everyone was right. Probably did more testing than I did. Yeah, the sliding is true. This rear wing doesn't look very straight to me. Blood reddened.
Oh yeah.
I got Rocket Ron ahead of me. Same thing. Don't think carbon bends like that. Might just be me.
I mean, F197 did teach me, just like early iRacing, that carbon fiber does bend. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I mean, I guess. Who am I to judge? Well, carbon fiber does bend. There is flex in it. Like I have hockey sticks that do that, and that's by design. But it doesn't kind of, deform. That's what I'm trying to say, I guess.
And on the opposite, GT1 and GT2 made it right, but on metal cars, every car contact resulted in very much debris flying around.
Carbon splinters everywhere.
Don't you know the Suzuki Cappuccino in carbon fiber?
Carbon fiber?
Are you offering me a cappuccino with carbon fiber splices in there?
Doesn't sound healthy. But racy somehow.
It's
I'd
only
expect them to serve
unhealthy
that
if
in
you add
November,
sugar.
if I'm being honest.
It's just been, chocolate shavings or whatever. I don't know the word for raspe in English.
Chocolate chip.
Yeah, kind of, but not quite. These thin chocolate flakes. Not flakes either.
I mean, flakes might work. I think flakes might work. As
Close enough, I suppose, yeah.
Oh, I'm in a drift car now as well.
Angus, come on, don't hold me up.
Seems like the GT1 tire is very different from the LMP1 tire, then, because these still feel mint, more or less.
I'm really happy now that the Lamborghini is so maintainable on the rear axle and on the throttle. The Viper would have been gone by now.
Yeah. Because there's no weight over the rear axle in that, I believe. On that big V10 lump in the front.
I'm currently 2 seconds off of my best.
Yeah, me too. Same story. This is when you realize that a tire change would have made up for the 20 seconds
Yeah, definitely.
because you're driving for 20 laps. Oh my goodness me.
And Blood Redmond just spun ahead of me and behind you, Michael.
Yeah. There was the broken rear wing car.
Where do you want me to go by?
Probably after this corner combination here.
Oh dear.
If you can manage after
Alright.
this right-hander here.
After this one, I can go around the outside. It should work.
Around the outside.
If you slow down just a little bit. Oh,
Yeah, now we can also wait for the straight.
that is fair. The only problem being I have a bit of traffic behind me. And I'm trying to. Oh,
Is it a fight?
yes.
Oh yeah. Oh my goodness me. Why are your cars so slow?
It's not a straight line machine, this little Courage, now is it? Come on, survive a little French machine. Is it even French, Courage?
It is,
I
yeah.
expect it to be.
Definitely nothing to do with Pierre's courage, rest in peace. Who was British, but also perished in the 60s, I think, or 1970 or so.
Does that make him French? Dying in the 60s?
I don't think so. I mean, that would be the first time I've heard of that, so...
No, I was confused because somehow I'd missed the connection between Courage the car and Pierre's Courage, so my first connection was French, so...
Yeah, no, there is no connection as far as I'm aware.
This is the state of you know, tiredness, if you will, that you run into after about an hour or so of racing these cars. To the point where somebody literally compares your car named Courage to Pierre's Courage, and your brain is incapable of connecting the dots, and so you're just like, what does this have to do with French people?
It's getting darker now, right?
Could be. I mean, we should finish in darkness, so at some point soon it should start
Nice.
to darken somewhat. At least that's what I seem to remember. And that's what the real Sebring 12-hour does, so it should be the case here as well.
Oh, race laps is completely busted. My fuel calculator shows me 0 fuel and no lap
Good.
data.
Guess that's the end of the race for you then, if you don't have fuel.
If I push that little plate at the bottom right, the car still moves, so everything's fine.
That helps. The loud pedal still does loud. Good.
But I think I overcome the tires because I'm now only 3/10 slower than my usual delta. Don't know if that's simulated or I adapted.
For me, it's only showing the last lap always. I think you can set it up in the NS to what it shows.
Oh no, I can see my fastest lap as delta.
Okay, I have somehow the previous lap as my delta always. Okay, Angus is now on my back again. So he will love endurance racing even more when he overtakes me finally. And we are still in that P3 battle. But that means also that he will, in the next phase of the pit stops, he will change tires again. And as we are now together, and I only got 6 laps to go.
I mean, I wouldn't bank on it because it's cooling once it gets darker too. So yeah.
I don't trust you anymore, Yannick. You were the 700
mean-
hours experience that I bet on, and you let me down.
I mean, that's your fault. I never said I had any or much experience with these at Sebring, so or with the
I will
GT1.
now hold Angus a little bit up so Sven can get close again. At least that's what I'm trying. Keep him behind me as long as possible. But that Corvette also got a good... high speed. What is this guy doing? Holy moly.
Tried the scenic route.
So move some lawn.
Just marbles.
Excellent.
Low sun.
But that's why they call it Sunset Bend. It's actually true.
Can this guy please just drive to the box and repair his car? It's ridiculous. Just driving with the bent rear wing for ages and always throwing the car.
Where's the meatball flag when you need it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Really though.
Good. Angus misjudging the braking point. Nice. You will hate endurance racing. Oh my god, 5 more laps. And then we have a sprint towards the end. Tires are so bad right now. I could go to the pits a bit earlier though. The amount that you set in the split menu, is it the amount that you will leave the pits with as an LMU?
No, that's how much they will add. As far as I'm
Really?
aware. Yeah.
Okay.
Which doesn't make much sense usually if you come in with, like if you set it for a full tank, obviously
Yeah.
that's not the full amount they will add, but they will let it run.
Are you gonna have to refuel? Like, are you gonna have to go full fuel tank for the final stint, or how much do you think you're gonna have to refuel?
I'm not sure yet, but it's not going to be a full tank. Because as far as I remember, a full stint of this thing is about 45 to 50 minutes or so. So it should be very much less than a full tank.
Swen, just as a double check, can you see the headlights? And can you see my headlights in the mirror?
Yeah. I don't
Okay,
see
so they-
flashing, but I see them lighten up.
Yeah, that's good. I wasn't sure whether they work, so all right, thank you.
Sven,
Because
where
I
are you?
mapped them earlier, but it was always in a daytime session, so I wasn't sure whether they actually.
I
worked.
already did a pit stop.
Okay. So I'm still holding off
I'm
Angus.
off the usual rhythm.
I mean, I'm not holding him off, but I'm defending against Angus still. And I think he's biting into his steering wheel by now. Guess he can't get past me.
Yeah. And I misjudged my last refuel because I'm now completely full. So confusing with all the different sims handling.
And
it
now we
differently.
crashed.
Oh boy. No. The overtake
Yeah.
team rivalry, then I suppose.
Yeah, my rear wing is also gone. Oh no, I should have pitted now. Shit. I just saw my rear wing is toast. Yeah.
Ah, toast.
Yeah, it's completely gone. I thought first I looked at the car, it was 0-0 showing everywhere, but then I missed the 100% red.
Oh,
Oops.
Should have pitted then, yeah. Yeah, that's it. That's a race for me.
maybe I can try your podium target.
This is also a toasted car of Rocketron.
Are you gonna pit or are you just gonna call it a day?
Yeah, the red was covered by my steering wheel actually.
Ah, damn.
It was all green, but just a slight red wing was not visible. That's super scary. Question is now, how long will it take? And why is AMS2 constantly turning off this MFD? I want
I think it's just designed to be hidden usually.
Yeah, I think
No,
you
I
can
think
set
You
it
can at
to-
least
to-
set it up that
about
it
to say,
opens the
yeah.
last open page.
And I think you can also set a time for how long it stays up
Yes,
once you activated it.
it's time dependent, but as far as I'm aware, you can also set it to just not disappear.
Yeah,
Ah,
okay.
But automatic, like I think the base game setting like closes the window or closes the
Yeah,
MFD after like 10 seconds.
after
or
10
so.
seconds also, yeah.
Fight in the last corner. What could go wrong? Ah. Red Valiant is a clever one.
Do I hear a tinge of sarcasm there?
No. That's was totally honest. Because we are not really fighting for position. He has to pit. He has to do his last pit.
Ah.
And I was afraid he will start a fight for this position.
Yeah, I can see how that would be a bit frightening, but then, good on Red Valiant or Valiant or however it's pronounced.
We have a pace difference of 2 seconds per lap now, so that would have been annoying.
Yeah, it looks like they also changed the brakes because they are super cool now. They insta-cool to 23
Yeah.
degrees.
Yeah, had the same happening to me.
Yeah, if you have repairs to all, they will do everything. That includes like engine wear, which isn't ideal, because engines do wear. That's normal. Like if you do a full length F1 race, you will finish with your engine damage in the 30s. It's just how it goes. So you don't want that repaired because it takes forever.
No, it actually repaired my engine as well, but it only took a few seconds.
Okay, I mean these endurance engines don't take long to wear. So if you had 1 or 2, it probably won't take long. But maybe it detected wear in the brakes and changed them because of that. I don't know. Because brakes do wear. I remember a 2001 San Marino Grand Prix we did, where pretty much everyone at the end of the race had like ultra long braking zones because we were all running the brake ducts a tad too closed. Let's just say.
Yeah, I should have said repairs to aero only.
Probably, yeah.
But it's
Yeah,
really
the
hard.
suspension is last up reset, I think.
At least I have a fresh car now to attack. Still 35 minutes to go, so let's go.
I think if those in front of me don't change tires, I won't come closer.
His lead starting to set now, quite obviously.
Yeah, I'm blinded in VR.
Alright, second pit stop. 33 minutes to go. Small stretch. Doesn't hurt.
Ah, good one. I missed to drink during my pit stop.
You will not have the drink.
With all the immersion in sim racing these days, where's the drink button?
I don't know, Michiel, doesn't that Asha wheel you're using have one of those?
Yeah,
It's just not functional, but it's a little
It works.
with a straw in it.
whenever I press it, someone is coming from the kitchen to bring me snacks and drinks. Have you seen Mark Hoon
Just a
gaming
few
with the...
dollars in an Arduino, a
with
little
the-
synapse integration.
He has a Zapfanlage next to his rig. You know this guy with the hypercar cockpit in his gaming room, yeah?
Yeah,
Yeah, I saw that reel yesterday.
looks unreal, yeah.
Yeah, he has an actual beer station now.
Yeah.
Right next to him.
With a Weizenglas.
Oh, Hoibe.
Allmächt. Jesus Maria.
Wahnsinn. You ask
Do you still have to pit, Yannick, by the way? Or...
I do, yes.
Okay. So I'm going to be able to at least unlap myself. Weehee. I did take fresh tires just in case because I should be a bit quicker than reps some ahead of me. And I suspect that said individual should also go for tires at least once this afternoon or this evening, I hope.
You would assume so, yes.
Because I swear Newsom didn't get new tires on the first pit stop. Because I considered not getting any, but I just feel more comfortable with new tires. And I'd rather be chasing somebody on fresher tires than to try and defend with questionable weaponry, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, makes sense.
Into the beautiful sunset. Yeah, this looks cool. I enjoy the vibes of this.
Somewhere during that race, I unlearned the track.
Pit stop. At least
Oh
that's
no,
what I would hope.
Blood Red Mint is approaching.
Yeah, that's the
Hopefully
one.
it's no, his car repaired.
We go.
Are you still in the battle, Alexis?
Presumably so, yes, seeing as Newsom's yet to do the second pit stop, so it's kind of an off-sequence battle at the moment.
Ah, perfect sun on the last stretch.
I'm gonna pass you now on the inside, on the outside, all right? Just
Oh yeah, that looks so cool. That sunset going into Sunset Bin.
Magical.
the golden hour, basically.
Pretty much, yeah. Like, remember the Daytona special event we did in AMS2? That was so cool as well for the visuals when the sun came back up. The little, I think there was some fog on the ground there in the morning.
I do vividly remember that because I think that's the first time I joined you chaps, didn't I? Would have been about a year ago?
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
That was last year, I think. Early 2025.
I don't think it was 2025.
Wasn't it?
No.
Was it 24 already?
It was November 24 or something.
Nah, it was around the real Daytona, wasn't it?
I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
I think it was, but
See, all I know is I joined you chaps for a Daytona special event on AMS2.
Yeah, I remember
where there was
that.
some strange stuff going on with somebody allegedly cheating.
Yeah, we had a cheetah in this.
Yeah,
Flying,
yeah.
floating all over the place. I might have bumped Renee out of the way a couple of times in this GT3. In my defense, I wasn't in LMDH, so, you know, priorities. I needed the space.
All the time, you have to leave a space. Especially in the chickens. Oh damn, sun's setting fast. 2 more laps and it's gone, I guess.
My race laps is so broken, I'm not even sure what position I because it shows me Scott always in the pits, and then Scott is still on track, and oh yeah,
I'm a bit scared that Revson might not have to pit a second time, or I'm not sure how much that individual has managed to save during the second stint. But
no, there's no way you can stretch that much. Impossible.
your camera just sunk all the way to the floor in the game camera, as
What the hell? That's one I never heard of before.
that's what will absolutely happen to you, Yannick.
Yeah.
I'm so happy I didn't try to save fuel, because without race laps, makes no sense to control it.
And now it looks very Star Wars-y on the back straight. Say what you will about AMS2, it is a very beautiful racing game. Especially on circuits like this one, the Nordschleife, Le Mans.
The moment the dusk was starting to set in, the cars look nearly photorealistic in the right light.
Yeah. That's why I usually take screenshots in like the evening setting, or in an evening setting here, because the lighting just does very well to create that effect, I agree.
That's a weird bug with the camera then.
That is very weird. I think Revsum has pitted now, because he's not on my relative screen anymore.
Yeah, he's in the pits right now.
Yeah, I was about to say that would have been highly impressive to be in that position and not having to pit, but also very improbable, I should say.
Yeah, but I suspect Revsum hasn't taken new tires because Revsum is out of the pits and I'm still in the back straight, so kudos. Damn.
Check out. For the record, I didn't either.
Did you go for softs all, Yannick, for the race, or did you go for the mediums?
No, it was full on soft.
It's funny you're saying that because I'm currently on the softs, which I usually never pick for any race scenarios because I just assume I'm going to wreck the tires, right? But
Yeah.
at the same time, sometimes I do genuinely wonder whether I don't maximize the pace that I might be able to pull off because I just assume I'm going to screw up anyway, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I get that.
So I didn't even consider the idea. I just thought, yeah, I'm just going to pick mediums and, change tires. Not because that's the best option, but because I think I'm not going to be competent enough for the softs. Whereas,
Right.
strategically, not only was that the best choice, maybe I would have been able to pull it off. Who knows?
And I just figured I'd try it in testing, and then I saw that I was only using like 7 or 8% of tire per stint. So at least according to SimHub, and they felt fine too. So I figured, might as well. These are endurance cars and endurance tires, so it's probably meant to be that way. I mean, for reference, right now I'm at 86, 85 at the front, and 83 and 84 in the rear.
See, that's a bit frustrating. Not because you're doing anything wrong. It's because I'm gonna finish this race and gonna wonder like what might have been possible if I had just done something similar, right?
Right.
Not to say that I would have been able to pull that off, right? I'm not that arrogant, but it does make you wonder.
I think the worst question in racing is what if.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's funny because I had a chit chat. I had a lovely chit chat with a Formula 4 driver the other day. His name's Tom Nippers, Welsh boy. Does a lot of cool stuff on TikTok, surprisingly enough. And he was competing he competed in the Walter Hayes Trophy last year at Silverstone, which is kind of their own equivalent to the Formula Ford Festival. And he told me straight up that after the race he felt as though he hadn't quite maximized what might have been available to him, because I think he would have finished 5th or something. He was taken out on the final lap, but he basically told me, look, like I had a chance to get in the second and I didn't quite utilize that, and maybe if I had pulled that move off, you know, who knows. And I didn't find that kind of interesting because a lot of racing drivers don't really talk about that now, do they?
Yeah, true. It's, I guess once you reach a certain level, it's always going to be very PR-y, I guess. At least to some degree. I mean, there's still among professional racing drivers, there's differences. If you look, or if you watch an IndyCar driver in an interview, or if you watch an F1 driver do one, right? Of course, the IndyCar guy will always say, yeah, the number 9 Chevy, whatever the hell, Inc. group was incredible today, blah. But they will still, you know, be more direct than F1 drivers, I guess, for the most part.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a bit frustrating, and it is definitely something to consider for future events on my part. Like what should I just be a bit more aggressive? Because I don't want to say I pride myself on being somewhat sensible out on track. Again, that would be a bit too arrogant, but at least I try to be. But over the past few months, I've been in a couple of races where I was faster than I expected to be, like today. Like I didn't expect to start on the front row. And I'm not really well equipped to deal with it, if you know what I mean. Like I'm not really thinking about it, I'm not really strategizing, because I assume I'm just gonna be slow anyway, and then I'm respectable, sort of.
I mean, I guess you just have to go for it. I mean, it's a bit, a bit of a self-fulfilling prophecy in that regard, I guess.
Yep.
But it's also difficult to build up that sort of confidence without trying, which is difficult because you're not that confident to begin with in that regard, right?
Yes.
So that's a bit of a spiral there. Spiral? You know what I mean?
Yeah. The knowledge bucket, to quote Ed Straw, has not been filled yet, if you will.
Yeah, exactly. That's pretty much that.
But again, maybe to emphasize the positives of the OverTake Race Club, I consider it to be a great environment because, again, it is very chill, it is very friendly, people help each other. But it is competitive enough to where you can see people improve and you can kind of push yourself to do better, like in this instance. Because ideally, I would have liked to keep up with you throughout this race, which I didn't because I spun after telling the story of Roland Asch. So shout out to Roland Asch, lovely touring car driver. If you don't know his story, though he has a few, he caused a few controversies, if you will, in both DTM and STW.
I think that's a sign of a good driver.
Anybody ever heard of Michael Schumacher?
No, even so.
But again, why I would like to emphasize the OverTake Race Club is because I do find it to be a genuinely positive environment to kind of learn and adapt and grow. Because you will be thrown into situations like these where you have to try and think outside the box and kind of question how quick are you, what might be possible without going full on esports sweatiness.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
True.
Yeah, the good part is there are also the super quick guys that you can learn from, kinda.
Yeah. And they're not elitist about it either. I've had quite a few conversations, and I've seen conversations with people. People are more than willing to share setups, help out, explain things, as long as the racing is good, and it is.
Yeah.
Like people are incredibly friendly and open, which I've seen some argue, funnily enough, over the past couple of days. That's something that sim racing has possibly lost a bit over the years. things have gotten incredibly competitive all over the place. So the idea of just sharing knowledge and wanting everybody to improve in terms of pace and racecraft might have been lost a bit.
Yeah.
Then again, I wasn't there in say the early 2010s or late 2000s to see how it was. So maybe I'm just talking out of my rear end. I don't know.
But Alexis, haven't you seen Moza's reel that you soon can let the software drive your rig?
I have no idea what you're talking about, and I'm mildly terrified to hear what you're on about.
Yeah, Moza shared a clip of an AI system that drove your rig. It operates your brake and your steering wheel and breaks lap records. Breaks lap records. So you are.
It's a selling premises.
It's
It
the
should help you improve.
self-driving rig.
Going around the outside. Oh dear. It's not the line through there.
It, in fact, is a horse with horns, or at least it looks like.
Indeed.
Sorry, I saw you commit to it.
I was hoping for some sweet
Okay.
slipstream.
Sorry.
The last half an hour went really quickly.
But yeah, start of the race seemed to draw out forever, pretty much. But second half has flown by so far, really.
At least I have a battle now again. The guy who put it in front of me is now 3 seconds behind me. But sadly, the podium is out of reach. The big what if I hadn't spun 3 times.
Yeah, I still have to analyze the racing incident with Angus. If I took myself out or if he took me out. I just
Whether
remember.
it was the all too well-known racing incident.
Yeah, probably because it just clipped my. Somehow our cars just clipped each other and my car completely smoked. And yeah, exactly. If you go on Instagram and see Moza racing, you will see it. It even operates the brake on all of that. So the whole rig is driven by an AI pilot.
I remember a couple of years ago, they were starting an all AI racing series, an autonomous racing series in Abu Dhabi, I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's not too long ago. It was like 2 years ago, right?
And they always hire Daniel Kvyat for it. To drive against the AI cars as a reference.
I mean, considering the amount of crashes that these AI cars have allegedly been experiencing, that's an interesting choice for comparison.
Maybe it was just about the hard base. You know, the hot bus memes with Daniel Kvyat?
Yes. Skripalowski all day.
Exactly.
The software driver. There was no robot. It was just operating the software, operating the gear. So for the pedal, I suppose they had some extra motor because at the end of the day it needs to be pressed, but I'm not sure. I mean, it is the active pedal that probably can do it by him,
Yeah.
yeah,
Self.
by itself.
Do we want to give the AI a name? Do we call him Henry?
No, God no.
That's Mikkel's cat's name.
Amadeus Mozart.
Yes,
Mozzarella.
mozzarella. Mozzarella, please drive this lap in Spa to show me how it's done.
So it's not a Mozart rally, but a mozzarella.
It was probably
That's funny.
It does give me, it very much does give me, oh God, what's his name? Eurosports Le Mans commentator. Martin Haven, there we go. Martin Haven talking about cake and other things at 3 in the morning. Those kinds of vibes. Things we shouldn't talk about on stream.
That's the beauty of endurance racing while hanging out in voice chat. It does tend to get very philosophical and or dumb at the same time, eventually.
I mean, those two things are, I'd say they can be closely related depending on where
Yep.
the conversation might drift.
Very much so.
I do
Especially if
remember
you're doing
watching,
24-hour races and if you have a night shift that you're sharing with a buddy. Oh boy, are you in for some weird conversations.
I've only ever watched one 24 Hours of Le Mans live, and it was with a couple of buddies of mine that I met through sim racing. It was the first one that Ferrari won in the new era. I'm not sure when that was.
23.
We watched that live. We were all on a Discord call, and we were having the time of our lives, despite the fact that none of us are like hardcore endurance fans. That was just good vibes all throughout, really.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. Really, if you get a bunch of friends to watch something like that, that's super cool.
I definitely overfueled the last time.
Pretty sure I'd have too much fuel, like way too much too. Still got 11 laps in the tank. It's
I
not
still
gonna
got
happen.
7. That's quite good.
I mean, to be fair, in your position, Yannick, I'd rather just overfuel than underfuel and just stop
Yeah.
with like a couple of laps to go. That would be a bit.
That was kind of my thought, because I didn't really feel like doing math anymore at this point.
Very relatable. Never did myself.
Yep. It was just like, yeah, I mean, I'm not changing tires. I got time to spare, so whatever.
Can I still catch Scott? Would be cool. 5 seconds off Scott.
I'm nearly 50 seconds off of P3. That podium is definitely out of reach.
Is still Angus on P3?
Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna love endurance racing after this.
He's gonna love it so much. Maybe he's not loving it so much anymore when he finds out that he crashed me. And that I hate him now.
Alright.
Where's the post-race penalty? Come on.
Yeah, I will.
Angus is now in the pits.
I will.
Maybe it will be closer.
Yeah, true. He was on a different strategy.
But he's out again. No chance to come near him.
Probably just miscalculated fuel ever so slightly.
No, I think he just ran max fuel.
Or that.
He ran 100 liters probably. I ran only 80%. Catch Scott, he picked up pace again. Maybe 8 minutes, 7 minutes. Okay, 3.8. Accelerating in the gravel is not a good idea.
Depends on the discipline, I'd argue.
Fair point.
Yeah, man, have you seen Rally Kenya? It's ridiculous.
I have not so much. I was going to watch yesterday, but somehow the stream acted up on my end.
The road conditions, my goodness me. Yeah, thank you, Joshua.
Just over 5 minutes to go.
Oh, if my race lap is correct, Scott is on the starting tire.
Not bad.
Could be, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's impossible, but it would be very difficult on the GTs, I guess.
But my race laps is also showing that I just overtook myself.
Yeah, it showed me. It showed me. At one point, I had 3 Scots in this race.
Where are they from? Glasgow?
Edinburgh.
Another city from Scotland.
3.2 seconds. If Scott is really on this first tire set, it must be dead at this point. So huge respect if it's true. If not, still huge respect.
While Sven appears once again. Oh, hello.
For the last time, I assume.
Ex-driver, yeah.
Probably.
The 2-year-old racer baby video. That we all know that genre of videos. But that will be very popular then with this Moza bot.
Good evening.
I think we should go back to
Isn't he waving?
calling AI bots, or not AI.
Yeah, it's so confusing in sim racing in particular, where
Yeah.
the computer-controlled opposition was always called AI drivers. And the meaning has just changed over the last 3-4 years or so.
In the Counter-Strike, they were called bots.
Yep, I remember that.
I can see
But
Scott.
possibly only because Podbot invented it and called them bots.
Possibly. I mean, it also makes sense because robot, right? In a way.
Yeah, I mean, if you think in arcade, AI drivers would be called CPU.
True, true. But CPU could also reference a processor, like a component in your PC, so...
You can just call them dinguses because that's how they behave most of the time.
Fair point.
Might be considered derogatory, but it doesn't mean I'm wrong.
True. What have you... What's your dingus setting there?
I've got 105% dingus.
What aggression do you use for your dinguses?
It sounds very wrong. Anyway,
Kinda.
The fully automated dingus.
Yep. Do the dinguses use different strategies though? What about dingus physics? Are they the same as the players? We'll never know.
maybe they're the maybe the bots are referring to the apes that Niki Lauda talked about a couple of decades ago
Maybe.
that were capable of driving Formula 1 cars. Gentlemen,
Yep.
brought you back to the past.
Take a trained monkey. Okay, should be final lap now.
No, please, one more lap.
I don't know if it's set to 2 hours plus 1 lap or just 2 hours. We'll find out, I guess.
I'm just 23 seconds behind Angus. That's exactly 2 little too long pit stops where I did repairs and tires I didn't need.
Oh, 1.5 to Scott.
What if
14 seconds behind Repsum. Yeah, I could have maybe fought for P2 if I just risked it and went no tire change, but or just done it differently from the start and just went the way Yannick did and just gone full soft, no tire stop, just fuel. Funnily enough, I do wonder whether it could have been an advantage or whether it could have been a benefit to not fuel your car to the absolute brink, but calculate like how much a third of the race would be like how much fuel you would need for a third of the race.
Yeah, like spread it evenly.
Ooh,
Look
I've
at
never
your fireworks.
I've never seen them before. They look beautiful.
Yeah.
One more lap.
That looks so nice. Gotta watch out that I'm not distracted and crash on the final straight here, but that looks cool as hell.
I see it on my
Oh, they look awesome.
chat. Do we see it now as well? I think.
That's
Look. Oh.
And that's race over.
Oh, please one more lap. Yannick. I catch up to Scott now. Now it's over. That's so sad.
All right. So,
so
engine
relieved.
wear is at 6 for me. Tires are actually 83 and 79. That's not too bad.
congrats, Yannick. Great job.
Thank you.
Where can
Winner
I
of the
see
Sebring Grand
particular
Prix.
damages?
Because that's kind of what it felt like when those fireworks. Incredible.
That looks insanely cool.
I've never seen that before in AMS2. That's a neat little surprise.
Yeah.
Say what you will about AMS2, like there are it's moments like these where I'm like, yeah, they're doing something right. All right.
Yeah, I agree. And I think in a way you could call this a bit like redemption. Like, I was looking for fireworks on that infamous YouTube stream and didn't get any. Instead, trying flat spots at a dark circuit, but here we go. That was good, man.
It was a bit boring.
P3, let's go.
Oh, Yannick,
What's up?
wasn't it a bit boring?
Well, it was alright, actually. Because, I mean, I had company with you guys in voice.
Okay.
On track, it's like, I don't know. I don't really find it boring if you get into a rhythm and have to find your way around traffic and stuff like that. Ah, look at that, man. That's so cool.
It's just me and Michel watching fireworks.
Yep.
Yeah. Damn, I need to save that replay to get some really cool screenshots from that, because that looks awesome. All right.
So Yannick wins ahead of Revsum. Me in P3, Blood Redman in P4. Rocket Ron wins the GT1 class in P5 ahead of A-Freak. Andre Hildebrand in 7th ahead of 2020, both of them in the LMP1 class. Then it's Angus Martin in 9th ahead of Sven in 10th. Mike Patmore in 11th ahead of Scott Deacon in 12th place. Michelin finishing in 13th ahead of Red Valiant. Punkian or Punkland, hashtag 2483, Aspamoon in 16th, Steve Legal in 17th, Pavlina Drindjovna, I thoroughly apologize, in 18th, Dit in 19th, and the almighty Snark in 20th. Everybody from P16 to P20 had to retire from the race.
Yep. We should
Would you look
definitely
at
run
that, Delara 1-2.
another GT 2005 race.
Yeah, we totally should. These cars are awesome.
Yeah.
I do agree. Wow, that was fun. Yeah,
Oh
damn.
no, AMS2 doesn't let me save the replay again. Oh no.
It might take a while. I don't know. Let's actually see. Did it save for me though? Replays. It did. 2 hours. That's gonna be a ton of load time and a ton of scrolling to get to the very end of the race.
Yeah, the trial must
Because you can't jump there. But yeah. Very, very cool.
Also, allegedly, according to the game, I did receive a 10-second penalty, which I wasn't really told about. Like, I was told about a penalty, I just wasn't sure which one because the time, according to the timetable, it was a penalty of 0
Right.
seconds. But
Yeah.
yeah.
I think it just gets added to your total race time there.
All right, I end the stream. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Yep.
It was a nice one. Make sure to join our next events. Check the link in the description for our race events and OverTake.gg in general. And yeah, wonderful words today from Alexis about the racing club in general, how it can help you to have a chill evening. All the guys, by the way, were also in the Discord chatting and talking. And yeah, if we were not streaming, we would also hang out there for the race. But yeah, that's really, really nice. It's a nice community here. So I'll make sure to, yeah, so thank you also for subscribing, Smithy. I don't know if you just watched this live stream or if you watched a video on this channel, but yeah, if you just subscribed or followed. Oh, that was even Twitch, I think, Smithy.
Yeah, Smithy. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, what he said. Thanks for tuning in, everybody, and for coming along for this long journey. Yeah, hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. I think I can say that for all of us. It was a very, very cool event here, and I am already looking forward to the next one. So,
absolutely,
yeah, be sure to keep an eye on our website and the YouTube and Twitch channels, because yeah, I love streaming these. So, we'll do that again soon, I hope.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me. This is going to be we need to do this again at some stage. These cars are incredible.
Yeah. This needs.
Remember, this was 21 years ago.
Yeah, 21.
Yeah, you had to end on a downer of making us feel old.
You didn't need to remind us.
See you next time, guys. Bye.
Take care, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.